You could catch me in the lab with my speakers loud. Never been one for commercial sound. Orchestrate the music, independent, proud. Aesthetic and elect is a label found. Representing our cause, hold the applause. Listen in as I begin to get the message across. I never been a bitch, I never been a fraud. Bringing MCs to light, tearing down the facade. Alright, welcome back everybody. This is episode 6 of Beers in the Air. I'm your host, Gibbs.
And I am your co-host, Zebron.
Today we have a local skateboarder, well known around this area, named Will Gabourel.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
How you doing, Will? It's been a while, man.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen both of you guys, but I'm fucking stoked that you guys are having me on the show.
It's been too damn long. Too long since I've seen this guy.
Yeah, we've all been busy being adults, doing adult shit, so I'm hyped to be sitting right here amongst you guys. It's like high school all over again.
Hell yeah. And I'm stoked for this just because you've always been a cool guy. You know, I was a couple years younger than you with the crew that I rolled with, but anytime we saw this guy, he was just one of the coolest down-to-earth dudes that you can meet.
Yeah,
you know,
I think when we were in high school, he was a year... You were a year older than me, I think. You graduated like 2007 or something. Yeah. And yeah, we were in drama together.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, he was always just a real cool dude to talk to.
Yeah, it's because life hadn't hit me yet.
Starting some drama.
I was just being a kid then, so it was like everything's chill.
Yeah.
I'm still pretty chill now, but it's like, I don't know, I was just having fun. Like, everybody fucking hated school, so I was just like, why not make this shit like as fun as possible while I'm here for this fucking 6 to 8 hours? Like, this isn't bullshit.
But now you get stuck in the real world and you're like, fuck, I wish I can get those 6 to 8 hours back.
Oh, man, you're not even
shit.
kidding.
Simple
man,
shit.
Just to be up in school again would be so sick.
Well, shit, you actually, you brought a guest with you. The guest brought a guest.
Yeah.
Why don't you introduce yourself, man?
My name is Kevin Collins. What's up, guys?
What's up, Kevin? I'm sure you'll have some good color commentary over there for us or something.
Yeah, I'll try. Sports 420 style.
All right, well, shit, we're gonna we're gonna interview the man Will here. We're gonna talk about his history of skateboarding, what he's doing now, what we can expect from the man here in the future. Talk about his top 5 skaters of all time. The infamous top 5 question that's always on the show, top 5 MCs of all time, is coming as well. Pure fuckery as always, and we're gonna cap it off with our review of our beer of the week. Alex, what do we got?
We got the Ballast Point unfiltered Sculpin. Haven't gotten a chance to try the unfiltered Sculpin just yet. Definitely have tried the Sculpin, tried the grapefruit Sculpin, pineapple Sculpin. I think there's like a habanero Sculpin too. There's all sorts of Sculpins.
All the fruits.
Yeah, hell yeah. So this is a first for sure. So we'll I'm liking it so far.
Yeah,
so,
it's extra hopped and you could taste it.
We had to get it because Will over there likes the IPAs.
Hell yeah.
I'm a big IPA fan too, so I was glad you said IPA when I asked
you ever have space dust before?
I have the Elysian.
That's what he was gonna ask before.
Let's
see what they get.
That's a good one.
This is like super good, so I'm stoked on this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, last week we just had Einstock.
Ooh.
Have you tried that
Toasted
before?
Icelandic
that sounds
porter.
really good.
Yeah.
I actually got a recommendation from somebody that listens to the show saying that we should try the Icelandic Pale Ale. Says it's phenomenal.
By Einstock too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have to throw that one into the wings too.
Icelandic beer.
it sounds good. Like, I would just get it just because it's from Iceland.
It sounds cold already. Like,
it was tasty. Porters are good too because I've always been like a coffee fan. I'm a big coffee dude.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like coffee and beer kind of just blended in one. Can't go wrong with that.
I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no age. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible, bet you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view, look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews. Chicks and dudes who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down in a picture tube, like you lit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe spiritual hero who appears in you to clear your view when you're too crazy. Lifeless to those, the definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype shit. You like it? Gun smoke, you're righteous with one toke. You're psychic among no possess you with one go.
I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. Ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
The essence, the basics, without it you naked. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't, that's a fallacy, I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud and sea. You see with your eyes and see destruction and demise. Corruption in the skies from this fucking enterprise. Now I'm sucked into your lives through rust, so not as muscles but percussion to provide for me as a guide. Y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eye. You perceive with your mind, that's the inner. So I'ma stick around with Russ and be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes so motherfuckers remember what the thought is. I brought all this so you can survive when law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought was dead. No squealing, remember that it's all in your head.
I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. The future is coming on. Ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future.
So Will, let's start it off just from the basics. When did you start skating, and when did you know this is what you wanted to really take seriously?
Oh man, you're trying to have me go back to like the Stone Age. I started skating back in 2001 actually, when I was about 12. So it's like, you want to do the numbers and figure out how old I am, go ahead, but, you know, whatever. But I started skating out here, and a friend of mine brought a skateboard over to my house, and I don't know, for some reason I just took to it and I was hooked every day. And it was more like transportation at first, just because I moved from Fontana out here. So it was kind of like everything was far apart. So I would skate, you know, to my friend's house or to, you know, the mall or, you know, wherever I wanted to go until I could drive. But, you know, as I was doing it, it was one of those things where it went from being transportation to being like, oh, this is fun and I can actually do things on this thing. And it just grew from there. So it's been a fucking wild experience. I can say that.
Yeah, I could definitely relate to the whole, dude, it was just a quicker way to get somewhere. Like, I used to have to walk to fucking school from Hook Park all the way to Victor High School.
Right.
And once I started skating and shit, it just made my voyage a little bit easier, and then it just became a part of you, you know? So.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't understand that. It's like, you know, a lot of people see it as just like a toy or just an object, but it's like once it kind of forms a bond with you and your lifestyle and it becomes a regular routine kind of thing, it's hard to shake it.
Yeah. So what do you consider these days? as far as in the skate world?
Well, I actually went pro last year. I've actually had 3 pro boards come out for FSC skateboards. It's a brand out of Australia, but they have like a branch, and they've done a lot of things with a lot of American skateboarders like Nick Palmquist, Anthony Mosley, Jeremy Onion. I don't even know how to say his last name. Sorry, Jeremy, if you hear this.
Lognan?
Yeah, Lognan. Brian Whalen from Sacramento. Like, these guys, like, it's crazy. We Jake Duncombe, or Dacumbi. You guys are familiar with him. He was on Blind, like, back when we were in high
Do you
school.
pronounce it Dacumbi?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not from Australia, so it's like, if I'm fucking
Like,
this up,
again,
I'm
if he's
sorry.
butchering your name, sorry.
Like, I'm
Just a bunch of American
I'm
idiots
trying.
here.
Yeah. So
Never heard it that way.
we've been doing a lot of cool shit with the brand. So I've been pro for them for the last year. We actually have a VX video that's gonna be on Transworld, I think, pretty soon. So that'll be like a spring kind of thing. So it's like you guys can look out for that.
Nice.
How do you come up with the design for your pro boards? Do you design it, or does somebody
Okay,
else?
well, my first board, when that one came out, it was more like we have a series of boards coming out, and it was like a sports series. So it was like mine was more driven toward the direction of like the Grizzlies. So it was like they had the Grizzlies.
That's
logo.
right. I remember that one.
Right.
Yeah, and it had your name like. For
Yeah,
the,
they pretty much like jacked the font and,
Right.
you know, put my name in there. But then they did another board, which was like a portrait type thing, and it had like a cake on it, which
Okay.
is like a video series that we do
Yeah,
out here
yeah.
locally.
Okay.
So they did like
cake?
they were like, hey, what's your favorite cake? And I was like, oh, red velvet, of course. That's like the fucking most fire cake ever. So I had them put that on there, and it looks like a pastel like painting, but it has like my signature as if I actually drew it. And
Oh, that's badass.
they
That's
did a
cool.
new one that just came out, and my friend Vince Duran, he designed those like a whole series, and it has like a cactus with eyeballs on it. And that one looks really
That's
sick.
cool.
But I have like a new one coming out, and it's like they get input from me, and it depends on like what's going on. It's like, hey, like, you know, we have like these series of boards, like what graphic would you like? Like this one, like we're doing a movie series, so it's like my
Hell
new board
yes.
is gonna have like the half-baked like the cover of the movie,
That's gonna be
but it's gonna
badass.
be like me instead of Dave Chappelle, so that shit's gonna be pretty funny. I'm like really stoked on that
Nice.
one. I've been trying to get like Dave Chappelle on a board like for a really long
I
time.
drew one too.
Yeah, he did a graphic for
Oh,
me.
really?
Yeah, and it was gonna be sick. I'm still trying to like work this out to where it can
Get it
come to
on board?
life.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
And it's like such a sick graphic. But they hit me up and they asked me like, hey, you know, do you approve of this? Like, is this something you like? Is this something you would want? Or, you know, and I tell them like, hey, I don't like this, or can you change this? And it usually works out pretty well, and we make it work. So it's cool. And this will be my 4th board. And then after that, I don't know. These guys have like so much shit that they got going on. So it's like, I'm just like, hey guys, you guys
company,
are throwing, yeah,
The company itself. Okay.
yeah, the company itself, FSC. Whenever they got something going on, I'm just like, all right, just as long as you guys are hitting me up and letting me know, and these graphics are cool, like let's run it.
Sweet.
So it's
Hell yeah, that's
these
a
guys
cool
are
like behind the scenes process, because you know, growing up, you buy somebody's deck, you almost think like they wanted that or picked it. but-
Right.
Because you know I'm not a skater. Like I kind of like could bust an ollie or a
You dabble.
sweet little manual here and there. But I never knew like how the boards got designed, and they're always the coolest shit. Like the designs are always crazy.
Well,
So
sometimes
it's always-
they
yeah.
have sometimes they have artists, like the companies will have like a particular artist that does like, you know, graphics, and the team is really involved with the artist, and they'll say, oh hey, like, you know, for my next board, like this is something I would like. And it kind of goes like that. But you know, some companies are really small and they don't have the budget to have an in-house artist, so they just kind of outsource their work. Like they've had Kevin do some boards for them.
Nice.
So they
I did both the cake boards.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
both
Okay.
cake boards.
Nice.
If you guys have seen them, FSC cake collab boards. Those boards are sick. Kevin Collins did both of those. It's like they'll have just, you know, different artists come in and do different graphics, or, you know, and then we just talk to the artist, or we'll talk to the owner and say, hey, like, we're not really feeling this. This is what we like. And some brands are different. It just varies, like, on, you know, the budgets and things like that.
Right.
But it's a really, like, it's actually a really cool process, because sometimes I'll open my phone and I'm just like, oh shit, like, this is like really cool, and this is gonna have my name on it. Like, okay, like this is sick.
Yeah.
So it's been a really cool process to see and to learn. because it's something that I used to kind of see just growing up and seeing like a little bit of the industry, but now that like I get to see exactly how it goes
See
down,
like the business perspective of
it's
everything.
oh man, it's like it's a whole different ballpark. It's
You
like,
actually got to put the graphics on some of the boards.
yes, I've actually like been in the warehouse like
With
printing
the
boards.
transfer and everything.
Yeah, it's so sick. Like it's such. You gotta have some muscles though. So it's like if you're about to be out trying to print some boards, kids, like you better be doing some push-ups because the machine is hot and you gotta push. Like you gotta push that board through. So
Or you could be born a man like I am. With all these muscles.
Well, that's fucking awesome, dude. Like you're pretty much living the dream for all of us. You know, we get to vicariously watch your journey. You made it.
it's crazy. It's a crazy thing. You know, growing up, it was something that, like, I don't know, like, you think about it and you dream about it and you want it, and then, you know, some people grow up and things change, but for some reason, it just, like, no matter what was happening in my life, like, I had to keep skateboarding. No matter if I was, like, fucking working and I got off of work and I was still trying to skate after work or before work. Like, it was just something that I was always trying to do.
It's something too to just like keep us sane, you know? Like, you know, you got to find that thing that keeps you sane in life, because you don't want to have to spend all day at work and all day at school or whatever and just go home and crash out. It's something to just kind of like relieve the stress that builds up throughout the day.
They tell you to work out like 3 times a week is like a minimum.
Yeah.
And why not make it fun by skateboarding?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
If you're
That's
going to work out.
But I've got to do like so much cool shit and meet so many cool people because of skateboarding. And it's, if I wouldn't have been skateboarding, I don't even know if I would have done half of the shit that I've done over the last, 15, 16 years. Like I've met so many awesome individuals and I've been so many different places. Like Circa Plate paid for an entire trip, like everything. We were eating, going. It was like me, Manny Santiago, Kevin Taylor, Mike Maldonado, like all these guys that I grew up watching skate. Like I was in a van with all these guys,
No way.
and we're going like from place to place, and Circa's paying for everything.
Hell yeah,
They're paying for all the rooms, like for all the food, and I'm just like, Circa was paying for everything. Well, it was under Action. Yeah, they owned Action Footwear. It was an Action brand trip, but they were under the Circa wear like distribution, so they paid for everything. But it was crazy. Like that was like one of the best trips I'd ever been on.
Where'd you guys go?
We went like pretty much all around California. It was a California tour because most of the guys are from the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
So they all came out here and we just hit like a bunch of shops. It was like Palmdale, Lancaster, down to LA, down to the Valley, up to way up. We were like in San Francisco.
Nice.
Came back down and then we went to Vegas and then we went back down to Hollywood. So it was sick. Those guys were like super nice. Fucking smoked weed at Grip. They got me fucking drunk one night. It was fucked up. Like, this was like around the time that like...
That's how you get initiated.
Yeah, that was like the worst initiation ever. The worst. So this was like around the time that the drink Juice was out. Okay, you remember Juice? Man. So...
Will loves to get juicy.
These guys, like, we were in Santa Clarita. And we had just did a demo at a shop out there. And afterward, like, these guys had been drinking, like, Four Locos and juice, like, all day, like, at different spots. Like, they're skating.
And still skating, dude.
Yeah, and I'm just like, damn,
I can't even
like,
stand on my board when I'm drunk.
I'm, like,
Dude,
trying to
that's a
chill.
bad
But
idea.
these guys were fucking, like, I was like, damn, Four Loco, like, damn, juice, like, getting fucked up. But still, like, fucking shit up. So I'm, like, being a dumbass. I'm, like, 21, like, thinking I can fucking hang with these guys. And I bought, like, 2 of them. But we were in Santa Clarita, so it wasn't, like, Juice or Folo. It was, like, some other brand.
Oh, Sparks?
Like Sparks or Tilt?
It was like,
something
it was like
crazy?
something completely different. So like, and one of them was like a fat can. It wasn't like the regular, like normal
like
size
those Foster
tall
beers.
can. Yeah, it was like a Foster's, but a tall can.
Steer Reserve.
Oh,
So it's drink
damn.
too.
Yeah, dude, it was
they do.
So like, I bought that and then like another one, and I don't remember what the other one was. It was like Core Max or some shit. So like, one was Core and one was Max. So I bought like both of them, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I'm drinking them, like, and I opened one of them, and I think it was like grape flavor because that was all they had. And I'm like, fuck, these fools are gonna give me like some bullshit about fucking drinking it because I'm black and it's fucking grape, like whatever. But nobody said anything. But I opened it and they're like, damn, that smells like expired cough syrup. And they're like, nah, you gotta hurry up and drink that. And I'm like, no.
Because they didn't like the smell.
Yeah, because they didn't like the smell.
You better put that down right now.
Santa Clarita back to LA. And I'm like, I drink the shit, and I was, oh my God, that was like the worst experience.
Have you guys...
I had to piss so bad. Like, oh my, it was the fucking worst. And it was like, I was drunk, but I was like falling asleep, but I had to take a piss. Like, it was like the worst, like the worst. Like, these guys were like people I always looked up to, and it was like, so I felt like I made like, in front of them? No, it wasn't even that. It was like, I didn't want to inconvenience anybody by fucking, hey, can you guys pull over?
It's crazy because
like me being the new guy in the van, like what the fuck?
Even now when I take road trips with people I've known for years, I feel so bad asking them to pull over for some reason. I'm like in the back just struggling, like, about to piss myself. Like, I'm like, I just don't want to ask them. And then finally I'm just like, I can't take it anymore. Let's
I'm sorry guys, like please can you pull over? Like I'm about to piss everywhere. But that was, man, and I actually held it all the way. Like I held it all the fucking way back.
Just so you wouldn't have to be that guy.
Just so I wouldn't have to be that guy, dude. Like it was the worst. Like I felt so fucked up when I finally took a piss. Like that was the worst piss ever. Probably it was like the best but the worst. Like it was bad.
It's like that Austin Powers piss when he's like he pisses for like 10 minutes.
Right. It was like that.
Fill up a 6-pack with your piss.
Well, shit. Going back to the boards, are those available online where we can go grab those? Or
sir.
what?
You can either go to surplusskate.com or fscskate.com, and you can order the boards online. Pharmacy Board Shop actually carries a few of them, either the mall shop or the Hesperia shop. So you just
cake ones too?
They actually, they still have the cake boards as well. So if you guys are looking for something locally made, or someone that's locally around, you can stop by the shop. If they don't have them, just let them know, and they will order them. Just, you know, hey, just a local dude out here just trying to do local shit.
You could order it in any size too.
Yes, and they have all, like, pretty much from 7.5 to 9, like, and there's shakeboards coming
People
out.
skate 9s?
Mm-hmm.
I ride an 8.75.
For real? I used to ride 8.25 and I felt like I was on a fucking boat, man. Like, people always gave me shit like, fuck, why you ride such a big board? Like,
Is that just the width of
I was just a little bigger of a guy, so I needed some support, you know?
Dude, these days it's like 8 is like standard. It's like 8, 8.25, 8.375. Like those are like the standards, because I ride 8.25s and 8.375s now. 8.375 like primarily, but I'm totally down to ride like 8.25 if that's all I got. But
yeah,
it's 8.25. I've seen like small kids riding 8.25, and I'm just like, dude, the board's like bigger than you. Like
it's as wide as your waist.
Stop playing and acting like you're doing something because you're standing on a bigger board. Like fuck that. Like no. When I was fucking 12, I was riding like a 7.75. Like what the fuck?
Tiny board, like a little stick.
And I had big feet back then, so it was like me.
I could never ride those ones.
Wearing like a 12, 13, being 12 years old. And riding like a 7.75, like I should have been riding an 8, 8.25, like. But kids, like, there's a lot of kids that are like fucking wearing 8, 8.5, 9, and they're riding these big ass boards, and I'm just like, dude, just knock it off. You're fucking, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You're just trying to fucking follow the trends. Like I get it, because I could see if you're skating like some training and you had a big board like that, but you know whatever.
Yeah, well,
Sorry,
shit.
I don't skate enough training,
I'm definitely gonna have to go cop those just to hang them up in the studio.
Yeah, I definitely need a.
I will
definitely be a great
come
addition.
and hand sign those motherfuckers for you guys, or just let me know. Like we'll
yeah, like I said, I don't skate, but I definitely want to pick up.
Thanks, guys.
One of them just to have.
That puts more money in my pocket.
Hell yeah,
your boy's trying to get paid.
That way you get something out of this, like, oh shit. Just sold 4 boards to a guy just because I told him about them.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, who else are you riding for these days?
My sponsors right now are Pharmacy Board Shop, FSC skateboards, Proper Skateboarding, which is a fucking rad new shoe brand out of Portland, Oregon. So go check that shit
Portland's
out.
so tight.
Sports 420, Art Form, shit, Ghetto Child Wheels, Wicked Audio. Fuck, I have like so many sponsors. It's like hard to remember.
Did you get Art Form?
Yes, Art Form. Those guys are sick. Pharmacy, Art Form, Thief Trucks, FSC, Shorty's Hardware, Ghetto Child Wheels, like all those dudes. They all take care of me. And I can't even like begin to, you know, tell you guys like how thankful I am for those guys, because without FSC and Thief and Ghetto Child and Art Form, we actually just had a video on Thrasher. It's Kenny Hoyle, me, Ryan Galan is on the team. It's a new brand out of I can't even pinpoint exactly where they're out of, but those guys are doing like some really cool shit. But they just had a video out on Thrasher. You guys can check that out. It's Art Form Poisonous Arts Volume 1 that just came out on Thrasher a couple days ago. But I can't even begin to fucking say how thankful I am for all the sponsors, because man, those guys, they take care of me and they help me, you know, get to where I'm at today. Proper, actually, I have an ad coming out in King Skateboard magazine. Thanks to Proper. Thanks, guys. You guys are fucking sick. So look out for that if you're in Canada, or even if you're not in Canada and you just want to pick it up, you know, order some Canadian shit. Canada does cool shit too.
I love that for the man who's never left the country, he has all his sponsors outside of the country almost.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, I've never been outside of the country, but my board sponsor's from Australia. And like,
You're about to be in Canadian magazine.
I'm about to be in a Canadian magazine. Like, this shit is weird. Like, I've been doing cool shit without doing cool shit. So
The man's worldwide without even going worldwide.
Right. Look, I need y'all to go buy my board so a motherfucker could buy a plane ticket. I'm trying to get out of this desert, y'all. Like, I love y'all, but I hate y'all. You know what I mean?
It's mutual. It's mutual.
It's mutual, you know? I know y'all hate me too. That's why
I put up with you for so long.
Matter of fact, get the fuck out of here.
All right, guys.
Podcast
Later.
over.
Well, what are you working on currently? Is there like a special project or something something you could give us?
Right now, I have actually quite a few projects going on. I'm working on the VX video for FSC skateboards, which will be on Transworld soon this spring. Proper Skateboarding, we have the spring drop, which will be online sometime. Everybody's been killing it and everyone's been getting footage, so that video should be coming out soon as well. And I actually have my own pro trucks coming out sometime either this year or early next year, depending on
Caught those as well.
how soon I finish the part and the graphic. That shit's gonna be sick. I'm really fucking excited. You know, I can't even fucking begin to tell you guys how fucking amped I am. Like, me being a little kid, being 12, like, I couldn't even like begin to go back in time and tell like my 12-year-old self, like, so dude, like,
gonna happen
you don't even understand like what the fuck you're even stepping into, because, you know, growing up, like, getting your own truck, or not even growing up, but just in the skateboard industry, getting your own pro truck is like, not everybody gets that.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me to have my own pro truck, like, I am so fucking thankful. And I couldn't even thank Steve McInnes and Thief Trucks and Surplus Sky. I can't even thank those guys enough for everything that they've done for me these last, like, I've been with Thieves since they started out here in Australia in, I think, 2009 or something like that, 2008. They've been out, like, for 10 years. The brand's been out for 10 years, but they've only been in America for, like, 9.
And you've been with them since then?
Yeah.
Damn.
I met Trevor Ward. He was at the A.I.R trade show, and it was a new brand that was around. And I was like, well, what are these trucks? Like, what, you know, what are you guys, like, what is this? And at the time I was getting trucks from Venture. And the guy was like, yeah, we got this new titanium formula, and, you know, it's going to be lighter but more responsive, but it's also stronger. Like, it's not going to be like something that's really weak. So, you know, we'll send you out some trucks and we'll see what's up. And at the time I was like, all right, like, you know, we'll see what's good. Like, I'm getting trucks, but if these guys want to do something with me and they're new, like, I'm totally fucking down. Like, I've always been down for some, like, things that are new and things that are just starting up, because it's, you know, it's an opportunity to grow. And these guys fucking came through and they've been taking care of me for years, and they've switched distributions. They've had different, like all kinds of different situations where I should have been lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
And these guys have fucking had my back like this whole time. So
that's cool.
I'm thankful to be riding and them actually giving me my own pro truck. And they put me on the website, and I'm sitting like my name's next to like Bastian Salabonzi and Moose and all these dudes that I've like looked up to and all these other kids looked up to, and I'm just like, this shit's crazy. Like my name's next to these guys. I can't even, I'm fucking stoked. Damn. So it's crazy. It's been an experience, but I'm working on that, and then we have a new cake video coming out as well. So I've been. Do
you have a date for it yet, or
for the
cake video?
For the cake video, we usually do them like around fall. But everyone's been busy. Like, everybody's been busy. Like, I've been busy working on my Pro Truck part, and then the VX video and the proper video, and then, like, my other friend Adam, he's working on some, like, really cool shit that everybody fucking, Adam Simone, everybody needs to be looking out for that shit. Like, he has, like, some really cool shit that he's working on. And my other friend Josh, he just got a troll board for Friendship Skateboards. And his graphic's really sick. It's an Ed and Eddie graphic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll show you guys. It's sick. Yeah, it's so fucking sick. It's so sick. But we've just been all like max busy, like just trying to like get all of our shit done. But it's like once everything's done, I think once we're past spring, I think we're gonna get back to working on the cake video. But we do those shits like, I don't know, we get together every weekend.
Oh, nice.
And that's what we've been doing. Every Saturday, every Sunday, like whenever we can get together, we'll get together every week, get footage, and then like 9 months later, we got a video.
That's cool. Yeah, you just like compile as much footage as you possibly can.
We just go out and we just try to have fun as friends. Like, so many people get stuck in like trying to be the best and trying to overtop these guys, or these guys not realizing it's like there's always going to be someone better than you.
Right.
The best thing you can do is try to be better than yourself,
right? And
trying to have as much fun as you can, because the second you start worrying about these guys or these guys over here is when the shit starts to fall apart, and you start to stress yourself out.
Right.
So it's like we've just been doing our thing. It's like we're from Victorville. These are our spots. We go out to other spots and skate. Like, we're just trying to fucking have fun with the whole thing.
Speaking of spots,
the man already knew. He's
spots. Why y'all got some spots?
No
spots. Well, we wanted to ask you what's your favorite spot you've ever skated?
Fuck, dude, that's a hard one, because it's like I've been to so many different types of spots. It's like hard to say. Like, it's hard to pick, because there's like, you know, it's like my favorite ledge spot. Fuck, like, I don't know, it's hard. Like, I can't even say. Fuck, that's a hard question, because I've been to like a bunch of different spots like that are different
in different cities.
And for like, different. Well, what are your favorite spots like in the desert, maybe?
Okay, in the desert.
Let's roll with that.
Fuck, it's a spot that's not even here anymore, and I wish it was something that was still here now, because back then when we were skating it, I couldn't really skate ledges like that. But there were these ledges out in Apple Valley off of where were they at? They were over there off of Bear Valley.
Oh, Deep Creek
and
Road.
Deep Creek.
The
boot ledges.
I think I know.
That spot was so much fun. The homie Boot Barn had built these ledges out there, and they were perfect ledges. But it was like, then I only had like a few ledge tricks, which was crazy because I filmed so much shit out there. Man, it was a trip. Those ledges were so fun. I wish they were still around.
Was that the one that's like kind of like in the middle of nowhere?
It was like in the middle of nowhere.
It's just like almost like a flat ground, like cement, and then just ledges.
Yeah, there was just like a random spot out in the middle of fucking the desert over there.
Hell yeah.
That spot was so fucking fun. Like, that was probably one of my favorite spots, just because no one really bothered you over there. You know, the ledges were perfect. As long as you had wax and some water and some fucking food, like, you could stay there all day. Like, it wasn't even like a thing, and you could smoke weed over there.
No one's bothering you.
Yeah, no one's bothering you. Like, you could take beers, like, you could play music. Like, it was like no one bothered us, but someone went out there and destroyed the ledges. So
ran them over.
That kind of like ended the spot. So.
Did you ever? I know a big spot for a while that I heard a lot of people go to was that do you ever skate pools or anything?
Sometimes, I wish I was better at transition and at pools, but I fucking suck at that shit.
I know
I love seeing other people skate it.
There's that pool up at Newton T. Bass's house in Apple Valley. You know that like hilltop house?
Yeah.
At the hilltop house, there's a pool up there?
Yeah, but it's they like somebody from the city bought it or something and just completely closed it off so nobody could really. I mean, you could still, I guess, technically get up there, but they kind of like cracked down on the.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
You were never really allowed to go up there to begin with because it was like a health violation or some bullshit.
Yeah, like the city owned it. And it was like private property.
They're always hating on us. We can't do nothing around this.
Someone
place.
was telling me that there's a young cat that lives here, and he's got some hype right now, and he's got like a full blown like bowl set up in his backyard or some shit.
He shares my last name, CJ Collins.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude lives. That kid is sick. He rides for Toy Machine,
Red Bull.
Yeah, dude,
he lives over there.
He's
like,
a young cat too, and he's shredding his backyard bad.
Eagle Ranch. That kid's sick. Okay. Yeah, he lives by Eagle Ranch. That kid's good. Good as fuck. Deserves everything he's getting. There's a lot of fucking talented kids out here. He's got a supportive
family because I think his dad built that pool.
Dude, have you seen the park he has in his backyard?
That's what I mean. That backyard pool. I think his dad built it.
Yeah, I saw that shit on Instagram the other day, and I was, like, you just see all these people throwing down on there, and like the names that were there, like, dude, those people were here. Like, what?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, you see, like the skaters that come here to this town, like that pass through or they'll stop through at Pharmacy, like you'd be fucking like, whoa, like what the fuck? Like Troy Pudwell was at Pharmacy. And like kids weren't even hyped. I'm just like, dude, this dude's been putting in work since before half of you guys were even alive. Damn. Why are you guys not more
I think
hyped?
that's a big factor because I feel like right around my end of high school, I think you had just graduated.
Here we go. We're about to get into this. I want to hear what he's about to say. Yes.
when skateboarding went mainstream as fuck, where everybody was skateboarding, and it was right around the time where you guys were putting the like Products of the Desert shit together.
Fuck, Products of the Desert.
I did the cover for that DVD too.
Dude, I can't fucking find that video. I try to look for it everywhere.
It's online.
You're gonna have to shoot me a link because
it's online.
I don't think there's any copies left though. Probably not.
I don't know. I'll have to talk to Eric.
Dig into the archives.
Yeah, and see, because man, it'd be so sick like to have like new people that aren't really familiar with the desert scene see that video, because man, we've been fucking doing this shit for a long time.
Like fucking it up too.
Start, like,
Products was 09, right?
No, that video came out in 2010.
Oh, did it?
Yes,
I had to come back to go watch it.
Yep. I know that the teaser for it dropped like way before it actually came out, and
like
it had all of us around here like, fuck, dude, when's the Products of the Desert video coming out?
Man, well, we had like a lot of like changes as far as like who was going to be in the video, because people were kind of like drifting off of skateboarding, or they were becoming adults, and just life happens, and as much as I would have loved every single person that was involved in it from the beginning, I would have loved to see them all in it, because these are guys that I grew up skating with, and these are guys that helped me learn all the tricks that I knew at that time. Like, I was like, these guys, I watched them skate every day. I skated with them every day, after school, before school, during lunch, or on the weekends. Like, these are guys that I was always with. So these were people that I always wanted to be around. But, being young and naive, like, you don't realize life is going to happen. Yeah. Like, we all, most of us had graduated high school. People were getting girlfriends. People were having kids. People were getting jobs.
That fine line between, like,
it's like, do I want to
support myself to live, or do I keep going?
And it's fucked. But, we had so many different people kind of just fizzle out, and, things just happened. But the video came out, and everyone in the video killed it. And we actually had people come into the video that weren't in it from the beginning. Like Adam Simone, he was living out in Visalia at the time. So he came out like halfway into filming the video, but he fucking destroyed it with like a 9-minute part. And Josh Flotter, I think he came late in the video because he was living in San Diego at the time, or he had moved like back and forth. And then my friend Habib, he lives in Long Beach now, but he was living in Apple Valley, and he was part of the Grind Time crew.
Yeah.
So like, he came in the group late.
I just always seen him at the skate park.
Yeah,
just
he was sick.
Just made you not want to skate
anymore, and that dude
man.
makes like super sick videos. If you guys are familiar with Animus, go look it up on Instagram, Animus Wooden Horses. Those guys like hand fucking carve their boards. Go peep it. Like, they make sick edits. They even got like a video online right now. Go peep it. Animus Wooden Horses. Those guys are awesome.
Hell yeah. I'll never forget just like when this guy, you fakey flipped the stretch 8 in front of Victor, right?
Oh,
Right by the
fuck.
office
Oh
over
my God. I didn't even realize this was about to fucking come up in conversation.
When I saw
happened.
that, I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, Victor 8. That was like, because I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. My body type, I'm awkward. So it was like me skating stairs like always felt like weird. I just felt like weird.
It's a
But
lot of
even
body to
skating
throw
ledges,
down.
like I still feel awkward. But it was like ledges always felt more comfortable for me. But skating stairs, like I just always did it because at the time, like that was what was popular. Well, popular like, you know, as far as like what was being shown in videos. Like, yeah, you saw like the Darkstar videos.
But that was like Baker 3 and 0.
Right. Like you saw like the tech videos, but it was different back then. So everybody saw like Baker 3 and, you know, the fucking, well, Lakai fucking came out later, but
Well, that comes back to the whole like when mainstream skateboarding kind of
Right,
had
kinda
its
took
rise, and
off.
everyone's grabbing a board and got the mall holders and Mongo pushing and just driving you crazy because like
Zoomies.
Zoomies. I remember when Zoomies first came and then
What was your favorite shot?
like
Fuck you.
everyone was stoked like, oh, we got a Zoomies, and then you realize like how like
Lame it was.
like commercial and
It was cool
bullshit it
getting
really
boards
is.
for like $30. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go get a fucking pro graphic board for $30 or fucking whatever. Like something that looked cool, like it wasn't a blank. But nowadays shops all have fucking graphics, so you don't really have to like go to Zoomies. I don't know. And you go into Zoomies, like I've went into Zoomies just to buy like wall boards, and I'm just like, hey, I'm looking for this, and they have no fucking idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, they just pick fashionable people.
But you know, there's I do know one guy that works there, and he actually skates. But everybody else, I'm just like, y'all fucking around, y'all playing.
So do you think when that skateboarding had that big peak where like everyone was doing it just because it was the cool shit to do you think that affected how it is now, where it's like
I think it's more like that now.
you think
My thing is,
maybe it's just because I'm outside of the loop now, so I don't really see
the
it too
internet is like something that has put like a fucking chokehold on like the skateboard industry. To me,
Yeah, bottlenecked it.
to me it doesn't feel like, I don't know, it's just when you go like, all right, so everybody gets up in the morning, and what's like the first thing you do?
Pee.
You go take a piss.
Right.
Brush
And then
your
what? You brush your teeth. You eat some food, and then what do you do after that?
Take a shower or something. Like put on music.
No, you check your phone. Most
Yeah,
people
yeah,
check your
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
Whether like it's more than likely like the first thing you do.
Right,
Like,
right.
as soon as
It
you
actually-
open your eyes,
it is the very first thing.
you check your phone.
It's definitely
You look
before
at
I
the
piss, I
time
check
and then
my
you look
phone.
at your social
my
media.
alarm
right?
my alarm
yeah.
goes off about 10
Yeah.
minutes early. That way
Yeah.
I could sit
You
there
sit there
and see
fucking
what's
look
going
at
on
stuff.
Okay, right.
before I get
So,
up for the day.
for a skateboarder, when you go online, like you look and there's just like depending on who you follow and what you follow, you're just getting bombarded with skateboarding.
So it's just oversaturated now.
Right. When we were younger,
Look, 'cause
the
you-
internet wasn't around.
Yeah,
Like,
you had to really like
like,
sit and
go out and-
anticipate these parts
Right.
and stuff.
You had to like sit there and like wait I used to have to wait 2 years before a video came out. It was like 2 years. Like we waited forever for fucking Stay Gold to come out. Like
Yes.
after fucking This Is Skateboarding. We waited forever.
Yeah,
It was like fucking 10 years, like practically. So everybody's waiting. And then even like the girl videos, like they would come out with a video, but they only be like 4 to 5 years before they dropped another one. Like it wasn't, and even chocolate, like they came out the Hot Chocolate Tour and they didn't come out with another video until Pretty Sweet. And that's not even like a chocolate video. It was a girl and chocolate video.
Yeah.
So it's like skateboarding back then opposed to now, it's like you're just getting shoved. Like I can open my Instagram right now and show you like kids like just doing shit that's just so fucking
Just can't get rid
ridiculous,
of it.
and you're just like,
Whoa.
This isn't even fun. Like, this is somebody, like, fucking getting, like, beyond frustrated, like, beyond, like, anything you can imagine. Damn. And, like, yeah, the kids are good, but some of these tricks are fucked up, and you know that they're not taking, like, a couple minutes to do this shit. So it's just one of those things where it's like the internet just throws all this skateboarding at you, and it's almost like you can't appreciate it anymore because it's just thrown at you all the fucking time. You just become desensitized to it.
Yeah, it's like I just recently started trying to get back in touch with the whole like scene of it. Oh, like so I on Instagram I followed the Barracks page, and I don't know if you're oh,
I'm familiar with the Barracks.
Yeah,
dude, Tom Royer. He works at the Barracks, rides for the Friendship. If you guys fucking follow Tom Royer, Tom is so sick. Tom is so sick. Like you're so sick, Tom.
I appreciate like all the sick shit that Steve Bear is always posting on there, but it's like just to get through to see new stuff on my page, I got to go through like 50 of his videos of just people throwing shit down. Like it's almost like if you were to see something in a video part, you're like, oh, I've already seen this part.
Right.
Like, you know, it's not special anymore.
You don't really like back in the day, you saw like a video, like when I first watched like Guilty or like Fulfill the Dream, and I was watching like Peter Smolik do like fucking switchtail like 270 heels or shit like that, or backtail kickflip to fakie, like that shit was like holy fuck, because it was like the first time I was seeing it. But today, like,
it's all over the place.
It's all over the place. You just get on your phone, and I saw some kid do kickflip, back tail, big spin, like on a ledge over stairs, like, and it was like a big gap. Like, it wasn't like a small gap. It wasn't, and I'm not trying to downplay the kid, because what he did was fucking Yoshi Tenenbaum, fucking incredible skateboarder. But it's just like, I can't appreciate a kickflip, backtail, big spin on that because I've seen like a fucking
bunch of people do it.
So many people do it.
Right.
It's like, okay, like, all right, like it's cool, but it's just like there's nothing refreshing about
like,
it.
In a time where you would get these videos dropped and it seemed like the top pros were the only ones banging those out, and then you're just seeing like all these others.
There's no such thing as the top pro doing the most banging shit, because you even have kids that aren't even sponsored posting videos.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're doing shit that's crazier than the fucking pros.
Well, I mean,
so
I'm
like,
sure it's always been like that, but the perception, because that's what we had was the videos.
Right.
Like, oh, this is the shit. That,
so with the internet, it
happened.
like just completely just fucking shut shit down as far as like you being somebody that you can do something and it like hold like some sort of like concrete for a certain amount of time. It's like you do something 10 seconds later, like somebody else has already done something way better or different.
They just shit on your whole part. Like,
right.
And nobody even knows them.
Like, well, like I've done this fucking trick and this shit's fucking ridiculous. I've never seen anybody do this, but because I got like 100 other motherfuckers posting shit today that have done like some gnarly shit, my shit, it's come and gone. It's, you just get lost in the void of Instagram.
Yeah.
Right, and you know it's kind of just one of the downsides of technology, I feel, because it's the same thing with like hip hop,
music,
too.
Yeah,
it's like we've become so drowned out with all this.
That's why we got shit like Lil
up.
Pump and stuff like that banging now. Cause
right, and the thing is, like, the thing that kills me about it is the kids and people don't even understand that they're being, not even that they're being like brainwashed, but it's like you guys are being like shown like all these same individuals but in a different package, when you can like with Pandora, Spotify, like with the way they're set up, you can find so much good music without even like having to like do anything mainstream. Like, and it's like it's become like so easy for people to become famous and to become popular, but people like don't pick for themselves. They still follow what they think everybody else likes.
Yeah, you know, I feel like technology's definitely become this sort of like double-edged sword, because it's like you have these outlets to make this huge name for yourself, but then it's like
definitely
it's so
great exposure for the
this.
ones that need it. But it's like you're still getting shit on by the overnight sensations that are going to be here for 2 days type of deal. And
it's like, what happened to where people actually fucking gave a fuck about what they were buying or what they were putting their money into or what they were listening to? It's like when I listen to an album, Mick Jenkins. Are you guys familiar with him?
No.
Mick Jenkins. We'll get to him when we talk about the top 5. But when he puts out a project, I listen to it. I run that shit back, and I listen to it from start to finish. And I don't listen to just singles. I don't listen to just what they put on. Like, I want to hear, when you got a body of work, I want to hear the entire body of work, because that one song may, like, you know, touch on like one particular thing, but it's like, if you can fuck with me on every day of the week, on every feeling that I feel throughout my week,
track 1 through 17 all the way through, not just like some shit you posted on SoundCloud got hype and now you're being played fucking 32 times within the last 2 hours.
At a party or at fucking some place where everybody's fucking high or everybody's drunk. It's like, I want to be able to listen to your music no matter what I'm feeling, whether I'm sober, whether I'm high, whether I've had some beers. Like, I want to be able to play your music no matter how I feel.
Any time of day.
Yeah.
Any scenario.
No one has time to listen to a whole album.
Right. And man, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know how, man. Like, I commute to work, so I do a lot of listening. Like, what really got me into podcasting was listening to podcasts on my commute. So I listened to that. I listened to full albums on rotation, like there and back. Like,
I think that's become one of the downsides too, because I remember growing up, I was always looking forward to listening to albums in their entirety.
Exactly.
You know,
and that was what got me into music, because I was like, oh, well, they have a cool song, but let me see like all of their work. Like, let me see if this motherfucker has some shit that makes me want to fucking jam from beginning to end.
Yeah, it was fun too, because I remember like my favorite thing, and this is why I hate CDs now sometimes, is because it doesn't come with all the lyrics in the booklet anymore. You know?
Hell yeah, because these fools don't want to really pay for that. There's a lot of albums that I can't even find because people don't want to pay for hard copies, because people aren't buying hard copies anymore.
Yeah, it's like a money hole now.
Or Apple Music.
You can't even go to like the regular stores like fucking Target or
Best Buy's
killed their music section.
It's still there,
but it's like one aisle.
It's tucked in the corner, and it's like
one aisle. It's
little
one
section.
aisle.
It used to be the whole freaking middle of the store.
And now it's only one aisle on one side of the aisle. Like, it's
mixed with the DVDs.
I mean, mixed with the DVDs.
Not even like full feature albums. Just like if you want to burn a CD, trying to find places that sell like
blank
CDs. Like blank CDs.
Right.
I had a buddy that he wanted me to burn him some stuff. And he's like, dude, I can't fucking find CDs anywhere. I was like, well, I've got a stack somewhere.
It's crazy.
Sucks. We're obsolete, y'all.
Dude, my mom.
Look, if you were born anywhere between 88 and 92, you're done, son. You are fucking done.
No,
like,
we
they
are
don't give
done.
a fuck about us.
We're done.
Cars don't even come with CD players. They just come with an aux cord.
It was crazy, because when I bought my car, I made sure there was a CD player in it, because I still have my like.
Yeah, I got over 200 CDs that I've bought like over the last 10 years. Like, don't fuck with me. Why y'all playing?
I got like booklets filled with CDs like tucked in the back of my car.
I got like 2 full fucking booklets, 2 half booklets. Then they're both full, and then I got
cases
on fucking both sides of the fucking in the back doors, in the fucking trunk. I got a whole tote, like a big ass blue tote full of fucking.
You remember the visor CD holders?
Yeah. You got like 6 CDs or something, like 7. Yeah.
It's like, hell yeah. It's like my top 6.
Yeah, I still, to this day, I'll still buy CDs if they're available. Like, I'll even wait. Like, I know it's online, but sometimes I'll just wait.
It's like, I gotta get it in the store.
I'm like dying to listen to it. It's on Spotify and iTunes and everything, but I'm like, I want to hear the CD.
There's just something about getting that wrapped copy where you're just looking at it, you're like, yeah, I got this.
Like that pain in the ass where you have to go to the corner and like dig that.
So you don't fucking rip up the fucking
the little
book art.
plastic corner.
Yeah, like struggle with that. And then that sticker where it says pull, but it's like a pain in the ass to pull it off. And then it comes off.
Damn, what is going on here?
That's the second time. That one was weird.
I didn't even put the beer down this time.
Cut him off.
It's trying to jump out of my
Did you have
mouth.
some juice before you came over here?
Ah, shit.
I was fucking around with a girl who
Where it
used to
came
do
from.
that, where she would swig it too hard and make it get all
Yeah, it gets all
foamy
foamy,
like
that first swig.
You gotta be careful how you swig it.
It's coming again.
Damn, I was gonna ask you a question, but it'll come back to me. I'll think about what it was.
Will it come back up like the foam did?
Yeah. It's popping back up.
Ollie nollie tray flipping on your block, straight cruising. tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Nollie tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Tray flipping on your block, straight cruise.
Yeah, nollie tray flipping on your block, straight cruising. Ankle wrapped up a while back, a nigga bruised it. Who's this? Fresh ass nigga with the stilo, a vicious ego. He hardly ever landed primo. He always got a brand new deck wherever he go. Flexing on niggas at the park like Debo. He keep the hot spots on the D-Lo. If he snap a board, DGK you hook him up with the reload. Never get it mixed up, I'm the one with big nuts, hitting everything. Regular because my switch sucks. Play skate, you'll get fucked. See, I likes to kick butt. Hole in my shoe cause that's a spot where all my grip rubs. I'm in the valley with a bunch of street vandals. We maneuver boards with a clean handle like Kareem Campbell. Soon I'll be rolling through your neighborhood probably, so don't be scared to holler if your ass fucking spot me.
I'll be nollie tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Nollie tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Tray flipping on your block, straight cruise.
Who could bust like this? Wicked frontside flips, only one try. Bitches wanna touch my dick. The homie Manny know a school with a spot so proper, so we go hop the gate and hope the cops don't spot us. We mad and fucking senseless, waxing up the benches. Get the cameras out because we stacking up the tricks, bitch. Kick, flip, back, tail was on my hit list until this nigga P-Rod came and did the shit switch. Saw a handrail and figured I could bust on it. Tried to board slide and hit my fucking nuts on it. Stupid homies hype me up, look at my ass now. About to pass out, man, I'm only skating flat ground. Some days I feel like I suck and never try stuff until I watch a skate video and get hyped up. You phony niggas tryna rap, better pipe down. This shit isn't just a trend, homie, it's a lifestyle.
Nollie tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Nollie tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Tray flipping on your block, straight cruise.
Now wait just a minute, trick. Yo, this kid is sick. How the fuck this nigga doing trays with the ninja kick? I still got him fresher than a loaf of bread. If you witness one, you'll probably throw your board away and just go home instead. Blazing up the hub, only skating little suckers. They ain't brave enough, so they say I'm a crazy motherfucker. Yes, best believe I'm that raw. You don't have to ask, dog. I've been doing this since you were semen in your dad's balls. So much pop, you would think I'm about to blast off. So fucking high, when I land, I crack the asphalt. G'd up shoes, the color of cherry Kool-Aid. Hat back with no belt in my pants, just a shoelace. Skating legends mean mugging, yo, when these niggas learn? It's been 10 minutes and I still can't seem to get a turn. If I never go pro, fuck it, yo, I ain't tripping. Long as I look fly as fuck when I be nollie tray flipping.
I'll be nollie tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Nollie tray flipping on your block, straight cruise. Tray flipping on your block, straight cruise.
All right, now that we're back, guys, we're going to get into Will's top 5 skateboarders all time. This could be a new take, maybe to the infamous top 5 MCs. If you're a skateboarder and you're listening to this and you don't agree with the guy, feel free to let him know he's a fucking idiot.
I better be on the list, damn it.
Dude, all right, so my top 5 skateboarders. Fuck. I don't even want to give it to you like in a fucking, here's my number 1.
No,
but I'm going to like give you.
That's too complicated.
Yeah.
But Ted DeGrosse from Canada, one of my fucking favorite skateboarders. That dude disappeared, but he was on Santa Cruz and he was on Habitat. And that dude was so fucking
Foundation
sick.
too, right?
I don't know. He might have been.
He was in like the last few Foundation videos, like late 2000s.
But the last company he was on was Santa Cruz.
Oh, okay.
He had like a Nintendo fucking graphic board that had come out. It was so sick.
Those Santa Cruz boards are crazy, man.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, I used to have a Santa Cruz board plug. My dad worked with a dude where his kid was like on Santa Cruz, and we would get fucking Santa Cruz boards. I had this sick ass fucking like Mayan God board.
Damn.
That was, dude, it was like an 8.5. Like it was way too big for me too. Like, but I skated the fuck out of it because it was free. And then everyone wanted one. They're like, oh, dude, hook it up, hook it up.
They came out with this crazy. It was like a beer themed line where they had like the decks were just all the labels from the like different beers. Like they had they had like PBR. They had Olympia.
I've seen people do a PBR
all that
board.
stuff, and then it had like the bottle opener. It was the longboards. It was always longboards.
Right.
And it had the little bottle opener like up at the top.
That was sick.
That was cool.
Santa Cruz is dope. For my fucking
been around for
Ted DeGrosse was one of my favorites.
Forever, dude.
Darrell Stanton, one of my favorites. Dude, that dude. California Blunt on Clipper Ledge. Holy fuck. That was like the fucking best thing. But that dude, Darrell Stanton, was like one of my favorites just because he had like one of the best styles.
Because he looks like you, all gangly.
Fuck you. Just because he was good. Fuck you. He was one of my favorite skateboarders. Stefan Janowski.
Hell yeah.
One of my favorite skateboarders.
Me too.
Mark Suchu. That kid is fucking, well, he's not a kid, but that dude's one of my favorites. And then those four were probably like over like the last, like, I don't know, those guys have been around for years, but someone that's new, like for the top 5, like for the 5th slot, someone that's new, fuck, I'd probably say like, I don't know, fuck, there's so many guys that are
hard,
really
man.
fucking good.
I would do it like styles of skating. Like if you're gonna go flat.
If I would pick my 5th, it'd probably be like, I don't know, either fucking Josh Flotter or Adam Simone.
Right on.
So I'd put like they tie for the last spot because they're both fucking Victorville locals and they're both fucking the shit and they have fucking dope styles and they fucking do dope shit. If you fucking have Instagram, follow Hey Guy on Instagram. Adam Simone does not have Instagram, but watch his fucking. He's a hermit. Yeah, he's a hermit, but watch his footage online. He's good. Adam Simone.
I'll add in on that one. Adam Simone. I've seen a lot of pro skaters skate in person. No one can skate like that kid.
What about just in case there's somebody that's on the borderline? We always do like an honorable mention 6-man, like someone that'll come off the bench and just fucking handle business.
Will's the fakey god. He's got to pick his favorite fakey skater.
Clyde Singleton, fuck you.
Clyde, baby.
Clyde Singleton is the original fakey god. He did fakey front nose and fakey back tail on fucking Hubba Hideout. That Hubba Hideout was like the fucking it's Hubba Hideout. Hubba Hideout. So Clyde Singleton, that's my motherfucker. He did fakey front nose slides on like handrails. Like what the fuck?
I still have a piece of Hubba Hideout from when they tore it down.
Where is it at, bitch?
I went to the rubble pile and I stole a piece. Because they tore it down, the whole bridge that was Hubba Hideout. I took it.
It's just us. We the only ones smoking. Shit. All right. Sports 420. Hey, follow us on the gram. Sports 420, y'all.
What is Sports? So it's a
Sports 420. Headway, we're doing fucking like it's
We
pretty
only
much
have hats
Sports
right now.
420 supply. Like
That's
we're
a
gonna be
sick-ass
making like all
logo.
kinds
I
of
designed it
shit.
too.
that is tight.
I like the
Kevin
cool
is
like
a fucking awesome
the
artist.
cool like fisherman's hat too. Like
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of cool shit with this. So
too
follow
fucking
us
hard.
on Instagram.
We still have 10 hats left.
Hats left. So if you guys want to buy a Sports 420 hat,
I gotta buy some trucks, some
Follow
boards, and I gotta buy a hat now, man. He's coming for my wallet. Coming for my wallet.
and you'll peep it.
You guys got like shirts and stuff too, or is it mostly just hats right now?
It's all headwear because these were the samples that we were selling. Like everything, like we're gonna have everything ready by like 420.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
So we're gonna have like
Makes sense.
We're gonna have some other shit ready, but these
There
were
was an
samples.
edit for 420. That's not going to happen this quick, this timetable. My writers are busy.
Yeah, we've had a lot of things go on in the last 6 months. So like people are going pro.
So it's Will and Adam Simone.
and people are having like edits come out. And, but we've been really busy, so just bear with us. Sports 420 is coming. But the hats are available now. T-shirts will be available very, 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 very soon. But follow us on Instagram.
Good shirts are coming.
Just make sure you get a couple in 3X, because big guy. All right, well I'm gonna drop in this new little game. We're gonna play a little bit of this or that, and then
Shit.
It's going to at the end. You'll see how I did it. It's gonna segue straight into the infamous
Question.
fucking most controversial question on the show. Top 5 MCs of all time. And
hell yeah.
I mean, from everyone we've done so far has been a musician, and it's been a real it's everyone's opinion matters in that case, you know.
Right.
Not that yours doesn't, but it's a different perspective, you know, more so as like a listener than anything.
Which is gonna be
because
cool.
we
I'm
want to
excited
give the listeners more of a perspective on what's going on as far as music.
And I
right?
want to say too, like since before we started doing this show, I wasn't really listening to like a lot of the stuff that I listened to back when I first really got into hip hop.
Right.
And lately, like since we've started doing the show, I've been going back to my roots.
because you got motherfuckers telling you like
checking out everyone's top
popping.
fives and stuff, you know.
And
like,
you know, recently, especially,
I'm about to put you on.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
I'm about to put
oh,
you
you
on.
already put us
excited,
on one
yeah.
earlier. You already told me I gotta listen
sure.
to somebody. So
It's gonna be good.
so let's start this or that. So I'm gonna shoot these off just without really thinking about it. Choose your side. You know what I mean? All right. Goofy or regular?
Regular.
Nolly or fakey?
Fakey, of course.
Front side or back side?
Fuck, front side.
Kick or heel?
Ugh, shit, kickflip.
Ledge or stairs?
Ledge.
Rails or hubba?
Hub, of course.
Bowl or blunt?
Oh, fuck. Blunt for sure.
Bottles or cans?
Fuck, bottles for sure.
Tits or ass?
Ooh, gotta have cakes.
Gotta have the
Gotta have
cake.
cake.
And this one's gonna lead us straight into the infamous top 5. Pac or Biggie?
Ooh, shit. Biggie, I'm sorry.
Oh man, I gotta
love
disagree.
my
I gotta
fucking
disagree.
East. I love my West Coast, but I have this thing
the
for the
same
East
way.
Coast.
That
I
East
just-
Coast-
there's just a grittiness, like there's just this gutterness about. There's just rawness about East Coast hip hop. Like
Yeah.
even like cats like
I mean,
Darky
that's
Meats,
the
like,
roots though. That's the roots. You know?
Yeah, there's just something about the East Coast when those
They've
dudes
got a
step
whole
on the
different
mic.
like vibe to riding the beat too.
It's a
Right.
I feel, you know?
especially Biggie versus Pac.
It's almost
Biggie
like
is the lazy man and Tupac's the jabber. Like
nah, it's like okay, when you listen I'm speaking from my own perspective. When I listen to East Coast hip hop, I feel like I'm walking around New York. I feel like I'm there.
Yeah.
Like
These people are
def-
bringing me into their environment.
Right.
Like West Coast, yeah, it's the same thing, but it's like I live here, so
Yeah.
it's like I experience it. I already know what
So
that's
you
like.
already got that feel.
I already know. Yeah,
That's the same thing. Like when I'm listening to like some Mos Def and he's going in on some
Right.
New York shit.
It's
you're
like
I
exotic
can
to
feel
me.
the city breathing.
Like,
Like
exactly,
like,
it's
he gives you
exotic
that,
to
like-
me. So I'm like, ooh, like that really draws me in, and I really want to fuck with the East Coast because
how do you feel about Bay Area?
Bay Area is on another level, but it's still the West Coast.
Because it's West Coast vibe, but they bring that what you were talking about, how they tell you about their environment. I think Bay Area tells you more about their
And
environment than LA does.
nobody understands the Bay Area until you live there. Like I lived up in that area, and it's like,
Yeah, I lived there for
dude,
like 6 years.
it's a whole different breed. It's a different world. Northern and Southern California honestly should be different states.
different nations.
They should be
Right.
different
They
states
talk about
because
that,
it's a
haven't
whole
they?
new world.
different things.
It is a
It's
whole new
way
world. And
different.
I've lived both in my whole
They've
life.
talked about it for a long time, splitting it into two. They
Yeah.
said it's like a monetary issue where Southern California is paying for Northern California. So that's why Southern California wants to split.
Well, shit, weed's legal now. They're gonna start taxing that shit, so they got their income right there. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
I mean, government's always gonna get their piece, but we try to stay away from politics. So,
Right.
know.
Let's not get that train started.
yeah, let's not go down that rabbit hole. We'll stay out of that one. All right, well, let's get into this week's most controversial question: top 5 MCs all time with Will Gabourel.
No particular order.
I'm gonna tell y'all my fucking top 5 MCs. Mick Jenkins.
Okay.
Southside Chicago. Listen to that
He's
dude.
dope.
He's
good.
dope. Mick Jenkins. He just dropped Or More the Anxious EP. Listen to that cat. He's dope.
I really like THC.
THC was dope. The Healing Component, The Waters. That
The
dude.
Waters was the one
Dude,
that I
I-
listened to.
I
That's my only kind of knowledge of.
Okay, but he's got way more. The
I know,
mixtape, fuck, he's got some shit. I'll show you.
Right.
We'll off podcast. I'll show you some shit. Mick Jenkins got that motherfucker's got fire,
Hell yeah.
but he's dope. Danny Brown, One of my fucking favorite MCs. Like, a lot of people don't fuck with the EDM shit, but if you listen to him on some, like, lyrical shit, that motherfucker, Danny Brown, will fuck your shit up.
That old album he did?
Old Atrocity Exhibition, fucking Black and Brown. There's supposed to be a Black and Brown 2 coming out. Man,
Jumanji. He should title his album Jumanji.
You ever see him on Lucas Brothers, Danny Brown?
No,
bro.
No.
If you got Hulu fans out there,
but I know
Lucas Brothers Moving
twins,
Company.
right? Like,
yes.
Oh yeah.
Lucas Brothers Moving Company. If you fuck with Hulu,
dude named Jumanji.
Look up the fucking AC Tundra episode. AC Tundra. That shit is fucking comedy. I'm so high right now. And you'll see it. It's fucking hilarious. Danny Brown, Mick Jenkins, elzhi. Elzhi is one of my fucking favorite fucking MCs. Lead Poison, if you haven't heard it, peep it. Lead Poison, that dude is incredible. He even has a tribute album to Nas Illmatic. It's called Elmatic. Elzhi is a fucking... He just came out with an album with a Crisis called Jericho Jackson. Okay. Peep it.
Yeah, I've heard that name before, but I haven't actually checked anything out from it. You sold me.
Jericho Jackson, Elzhi and Crisis. Peep it. So that's 3.
So what do we got? We got
Elzhi.
We got Jenkins,
Mick Jenkins, Danny Brown, Royce the 5'9". Royce the 5'9" is a fucking savage. Prime 2 is on its way. Motherfuckers, I'm telling y'all. Prime, look, if y'all ain't never listened to Royce the 5'9", this fool be on the motherfucking mic clowning. This fool playing. He plays. Man, Royce the 5'9" has been around since like 98. Yeah. Like, don't play this man.
I remember him
20 years in the game. Royce the 5'9" is a savage.
I remember him on a Slim Shady
happened when Bad Meets Evil, and we hit the trees till we look like Vietnamese people. Man, that motherfucker. Look,
I love the BET cipher with the
If you fuck with Royce the 5'9", if you fuck with Royce, you gotta listen to this fool's albums.
Hell yeah.
Layers. Have you heard Layers? Listen to Layers. Layers is dope. Royce the 5'9" is one of the dopest MCs, and people sleep on this cat because he's
he's been around.
But he's been around.
Slaughterhouse,
but people
all that.
sleep on this dude. People don't even like respect this dude for his craft, and he be on the mic playing. When you listen to him, like you're like, this dude is he's playing, but like the fucking metaphors and the punchlines are fucking ridiculous. This motherfucker was like, I'm gonna hit you with that Milky Way dick vein. I got that Milky Way dick vein. Like, this fool is stupid. He said, I'm in your pockets on the side of a church. The other hand reaching in the bottom of your purse. I'm giving you head in a boxing stance. My dick's so big, you could drop it in dirt. Like, this fool is fucking ridiculous. Like, he's fucking ridiculous. He's fucking in the booth playing. But he's like fucking your shit up.
Just clowning.
And you gotta like listen to the shit because you're like, oh, like I've heard this song like fucking 10 times, but like I'm just hearing this fool fucking me up. Like
that has to be like one of my favorite things in hip hop is when you like you hear the song over and over and over again.
And that's what it's supposed to be.
And then it hits you one day. Just
okay, the second I actually started listening to hip hop, like when I actually opened my ears.
Who'd you listen to? Like,
okay, I'm gonna tell you. The person that actually made me fucking actually open my ears to like music like that was Eminem.
Yeah.
He said, when you hear my music, I want you to fucking be able to rewind it and be like, oh shit, like what the fuck did he say?
Right.
And like the second I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, like, that's the point. That's the point. When someone's making music, they want you to hear what they're telling you.
Yeah.
So it's like, when I hear somebody, if I'm hearing what they're saying and I'm like, this fool ain't talking about shit, I'm not gonna play any more of their music.
Right here, my dog.
I'm not gonna play any more of their music.
If you're not on the microphone saying some shit, get the fuck off it.
Say something.
Get off it.
Like, okay, I understand that they're supposed to be, you know, you're supposed to party, you know, so there's a time to have that party music, and there's a time to have that, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to reflect about my life.
Right.
And there's that time I'm going to sit down and I'm going to have that I'm cruising music. But it's like when I'm a consumer, okay?
Yeah.
Like to them, to the artist, I'm a consumer. I'm somebody trying to buy your music. When you're selling me your music, I want to make sure that you're putting everything into this.
Yeah, that you
if
got
I
it,
listen to this and I'm like, he's not.
You could feel their soul was in that.
He's
He's
playing.
just half-assing,
He's
basically.
not putting everything into this. He's trying to follow a trend, or he's trying to do what everybody else is doing. I want to hear somebody putting everything on the line, because when I get on my skateboard,
You put everything on the line.
everything is on the line.
Yes.
That's
Everything. I can fucking fall and hit my head and be done. I'm putting everything on the line when I step on my skateboard. So I'm giving you everything.
Sometimes you don't hit your head and you're done. Sometimes
Right.
you keep going.
Sometimes you keep going. Some people have survived. Kevin survived. This dude lost half of his skull. He knows.
He was telling me about that before.
I watched this man die and come back. So when I see people not putting their all into their music, I'm like, come on, man. You just out here being a character. You're out here playing a part.
Trying
You're
to cash a
not
check.
being a musician.
Exactly.
You're not giving these people your heart and soul.
Right.
When the shit is over, you're just gonna go back to being you or whatever. Like you're gonna make your bread and that's it.
It's very greedy in that way. Not contributing anything.
And that's me as a consumer. When I buy something, I want to make sure like this dude put everything into it. Because when I do something, when people buy my boards, I want them to know like when I skate, I put everything into what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I fucking put everything into what I'm doing.
Yeah, we need a round.
Yeah, we need
This is what this show is about,
I
man.
put everything into what I'm doing. My life, I've fucking torn my meniscus. I stretched my ACL. Like, my back is fucked up. I'm not even supposed to be skateboarding anymore. I've had doctors tell me straight up, no more skateboarding. But this is what I fucking love to do. I can't see myself doing anything else.
Hell yeah.
So when kids buy my boards, when I've had kids like, I was picking up my son from school. This kid straight up rolled up and was like, Will, oh my God, is that really you?
No.
And I'm sitting there like, I'm just picking up my son from school. Like, this kid is excited to see me.
So badass.
Hell yeah, dude.
And he told me like, I look up to you, and I was like, wow, like I just do what I love to do because I love to do what I do.
Right.
Yes.
Like I don't do it because this guy fucking follows me on Instagram or fucking these guys are giving me boards. I do what I do because this is what I've always been doing. This is what I've always been doing. I go out with my friends on the weekends. We skate, we film. Whenever I can go out during the week, I go out during the week. I don't get to skate every day.
Right.
I don't get
learned
to.
a new
It's
trick
not.
today.
Yeah, I fucking learned 2 new tricks today. You know what I'm saying? I get out and I just try to have fun. Like, I'm getting older. I'm just trying to fucking enjoy this life before I fucking die.
Yeah, and that's that's a big reason why I'm so stoked about doing this shit. And, like,
Yeah,
doing the
you
hip-hop.
guys are.
Because that's what I look forward. Like,
Thank you
it's
for
so
fucking
fun.
having me on the show.
Dude,
because
it's been a pleasure, man.
this is what I like to fucking get around and talk to some
rapper
people
number 4
about
is-
fucking real shit.
All right, so we've got McJenkins.
Royce the 5'9",
Mick Jenkins,
Danny Brown,
Royce the 5'9", elzhi,
elzhi.
Oh,
So number 5.
You said Eminem, right?
Eminem.
Would
so
Eminem be up there?
okay,
So, all right,
Was
Eminem.
that actually part
Did
of
I
it?
say that?
You didn't say it, but you
said
went on a rant.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's one of my fucking favorite rappers. Not currently. His newest album was fucking trash. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's
Like, nigga. Like, my guy.
That's been a trend. Like Eminem's been mentioned on every show except for last week. It was mentioned because
No one heard his new album yet.
Well, well, because we talk about all the time. Like, you're not defined by what you just released, but
Right,
in
just
the
overall,
the matter
like,
of what you've done in your lifetime.
And that's why still, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody else. My last rapper,
Than a
Rhapsody.
musician.
Rhapsody, she's dope.
Rhapsody's died.
Rhapsody.
Yeah,
She's dope, and she
She
fucks.
is dope.
She fucks with
Layla's Wisdom,
Ninth Wonder.
Crown, fucking all of her mixtapes, Rhapsody. I don't give a fuck if she hears this. I fuck with you. I fucking sent you a DM and you replied like, I fuck with you, Rhapsody. If you hear this, girl, I love your music. I fuck with you.
Holla at him.
I fuck with you. I'm not even trying to holler at you like that. I'm just trying to meet you. Come to LA. We can kick. I'll show you some fucking what I do out here.
We'll have a blunt ready.
Let's. I don't even know if you smoke. I'll smoke and we could just kick it. Like Rhapsody, I fuck with you.
Wasn't Rhapsody on that New Evidence album?
Yes, she was.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
Yeah,
Rhapsody.
Episode 1, we reviewed Whether or Not.
Yeah.
Yes, and that album is fucking dope.
She's got just her voice in general.
She knows what time
just,
it
It's
knows
so
what
tight.
Talking
Like,
that ooh like
First time I ever had.
like and Ninth Wonder. Her and Ninth Wonder are like
Ninth,
and that's why I started like
Ninth is the one that put me on to Rhapsody because when I was listening to Murs and Ninth Wonder real heavy. Like I followed Ninth on Twitter, and he was always posting about Rhapsody. I was like, man, I gotta check out Rhapsody. You know, and this is before the blow up, you know. So like, and it just to see how far she's come, and she's killing it.
Fucking a savage.
And this Ninth Wonder, I came across.
Ninth Wonder is the fucking dopest.
I was doing some homework the other day, and I wanted to listen to just like an instrumental tape, so I put on that Ninth Wonder, the Tutankhamun.
Wait, which one?
It was like I think it was like Tutankhamun, the old like Egyptian.
Yeah, because he has two of them. He had one, and then there's a two. Two just came out.
Oh, so it was one then. It was this was
two
a while ago.
just came out.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
It's fucking cool.
Damn.
All right, so we've got Mick Jenkins, we've got Danny Brown, elzhi,
Rhapsody.
Was it
Royce
Eminem?
Royce
Royce the 5'9" and Rhapsody. Oh shit! Anybody you might want to six-man it with? Just honorable mention.
Mickey Taylor. She's not a rapper. She's a fucking amazing fucking artist. She's a fucking songwriter, singer. She's fucking dope. Mickey Taylor. Fuck with her at Mickey Taylor on Instagram, fucking Twitter. Mickey Taylor. She probably won't even hear the podcast.
Damn.
She might hear it. She might not.
You said at Mickey Taylor?
Mickey Taylor, yes.
I'll tag her. I'll make sure she listens.
Mickey Taylor, she's dope. She's dope. She's down in Upland. She's in.
Oh,
dude,
nice.
you guys should have her on the podcast.
Oh, I'd be
She's
down.
dope. Mickey Taylor.
Shit, if you've got a connect, put a word out.
I got the connect.
Ooh,
I will
word out.
talk
We'd
to
love
her.
it.
Mickey
That'd be
Taylor's dope.
That'd be way cool.
Will's your hype man.
No, I'm not your hype man. I'm just a person trying to fucking. I'm for everybody. I'm down for people that are doing dope music.
That's how he's always been, man.
I'm gonna show you guys some of her music.
Chill, laid back, cool dude.
She's dope as fuck. She's from the Inland Empire. She's dope. She's dope.
I just like to fuck.
I love music. I love music from fucking jazz to R&B, hip hop, everything.
So I got real big into jazz when I was going to school, and Duke Ellington,
nigga,
blues,
my guy,
Blues in Orbit. I don't know if you ever heard that. Yeah, that's Alex.
Wait, have you guys ever listened to Prince's jazz albums?
I've heard a bit, but I haven't listened to the full length.
You really gonna ask me if I heard that right now?
That's my shit. I was gonna go see Herbie Hancock down in LA, but I just didn't get tickets in time. I'm trying to see Herbie Hancock soon,
dude,
because that's like one of the last living like old school jazz musicians. Gotta go see Herbie Hancock.
Gotta go see Herbie Hancock.
I want to go see it so he could sign my test, Herbie Hancock. Who signed on the Declaration? Herbie Hancock.
All right, guys, this has been Will Gabourel's infamous top 5. You like it, you love it, let them know. but we're going to take a quick break real quick, and we're going to get into this week's Pure Fuckery.
Strange fruit hanging, strange fruit hanging, strange fruit hanging from the poplar tree. Strange fruit hanging, strange fruit hanging, strange fruit hanging from the poplar tree.
Shorty told me that she do not do the fakes. Same bitch got weed. My nigga mowed the lawn, there's too many snakes. That's the same shit that got E. What, you ain't never seen a nigga on a horse? You ain't seen Chief keep new Porsche? Nah, you ain't seen shit yet. Better not forget that. Spit it like I chain smoke new ports. All the little niggas got guns now, and they carry them to the fucking beat. All these little girls give it up now. Shame, I could see the cherry stems in the fucking street. Niggas aim too high to lead the lows. Niggas hang too high to see the lows. Niggas ain't really listening. Let me break it down for you. Just before you forgot about them, overlooked or started doubting, I doused it with the flow and started talking all this water shit. It's like I started drowning in truth. The thought is pounding. I started counting the loopholes and the stories that they tell us every evening at like 10 when Judy Sue was on your TV telling songs in the key of life. You was on your Stevie. I pray it's never too preachy, but I'm preaching, losing hella blood. These fuck niggas leeching while you reaching. I'm like 6'5", stop it. We are not on the same plateau. Chateau they shun they shoot, you just throwing shade in my shadow. Ginger ale in my chalice. I never been champagne shallow. I never run from a battle. I'd rather hang from the gallows before I let a straight bullet catch a nigga on the 9. Trade 8, pulling 09. Kwame Brown, if a nigga act foul, then we put him on the line. The same, that's the game in these young niggas' minds. Like, I'ma get all this money, I'ma buy all this shit, I'ma fuck so many hoes. Nigga, I'ma fuck your bitch. I'm just with my niggas, I'ma get all this money, I'ma buy all this shit, I'ma fuck so many hoes. Nigga, I'ma fuck your bitch. I'm just with my niggas hanging.
What happened? Kiss that bitch ass. Why?
I just been up here holding on for dear life. Ain't really phasing me none. Hanging on for dear life. For the love of the money. Hanging on for dear life. Don't that shit sound funny? Hanging on for dear life. For the love of the gold. Hanging on for dear life. Don't that shit still cold? I'ma get all this money. I'ma buy all this shit. I'ma fuck so many hoes.
I popped that bitch ass, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just with my niggas, I'ma get all this money. I'ma buy all this shit. I'ma fuck so many hoes. Nigga, I'ma fuck your bitch. I'm just with my niggas hanging.
God can judge. What do you think? How do you think he'll be judged? Fuck him too. The devil in his room too. Fuck all of them. Some people might say you are the devil. Maybe. If we might tell me what you see.
Strange fruit hanging, strange fruit hanging, strange fruit hanging.
All right, now that we're back, we're gonna have a first time seventh man drop by my boy Will here, and he's gonna let you know what his seventh man is, and we're gonna drop it straight into Pure Fuckery and get some craziness going.
All right, y'all. My seventh man, like, he should have been in my top 5, like, and I'm fucking up because I didn't include him.
That's so hard. That's what's the hardest part about the top 5.
John
man.
Wayne, if y'all ever get a chance, actually, fuck this. Turn off the podcast and listen to John Wayne right motherfucking now. And then come back to the podcast.
He's actually
John fucking Wayne. John Wayne. JONWAYNE. John Wayne, rap album 1, rap album 2.
Like the
listen to Wonka.
I love his
this motherfucker John Wayne ain't playing. Listen to this motherfucker. We went and saw him in Vegas.
He's a shower shoe rapper.
All right, we're getting straight into Pure Fuckery now. Let's go on this story.
We saw him out in Vegas. This dude had nickel beers, and this dude knew what time it was because he wasn't playing. Kevin, explain to the people if they don't understand why John Wayne had nickel beers.
What part should I talk about?
Explain it. Explain to him why John Wayne had nickel beers.
Oh, he had nickel beers because it's like an old time Western thing. Like when you walk into a saloon, and when you see their menu in a saloon, like a nickel is like the most expensive thing on the menu.
Bam! So right there, he motherfucking
like an old
put you
Western
back
so
in the old West. And this was on Fremont Street. This motherfucker, he came in shower shoes and a robe and
it was
put
old
that
Vegas.
shit down.
Best part of
Wayne
Vegas,
was
man.
not
Best part.
fucking playing.
It was like
This
gold
dude
shit.
came out, spit Wonka bars. Listen to Wonka, y'all. This dude is on another level. John Wayne, this dude, he came out and did a $12 show, came out, shut the shit down, and then fucking said peace out and dipped.
Never took his hands out of his pocket.
Never took it. Well, he shook my hand, so he did take that out. He took him out of his pockets one time, but it was for the realest nigga in the room.
Nickel beers, though, man.
You can't beat that.
That's a dream come true.
That's right.
I paid $17 for a tall can at Dodger Stadium.
I would never
Every
do
time.
that.
Oh,
I would
dude,
get faded as fuck
baseball
before I
beer
went
is
to the
the worst
game.
beer I've ever seen.
It hurt me like right here.
In your heart. In your
Yeah,
heart.
you always
But
try to
you
get.
can pay- But you can pay $15 for like a tall plastic cup of the expensive like.
That said Dodgers on it. It's like, but I mean, yeah, you get faded as fuck before a game, but like I always sit in the outfield because that's where the life of the party is. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's where the-
sit with the
the
fucking Mexicans out there, like
Those
hell,
are the real fans.
dude. I sit in fucking right field because it's all you can eat. Look. All you can eat deals, you get fucking
hot dogs, nachos.
you get
sodas,
Dodger dogs, nachos, popcorn fucking.
Gibbs
and,
won't like me, but I like the Giants.
Oh man, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. That's getting bleeped out. That's getting bleeped out.
I lived there for all their World Series.
No, I feel you, dude. There's no hate. It's just as long as you don't come with the fucking the fair weather Giant fan bullshit.
Be trash.
Like if
No, I
like
don't care about
don't
baseball enough to
yeah.
like have prejudice like that.
Yeah, look. Well,
I'm actually an Angels fan.
that's super contradictory, but you know, like, hey, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, you know, like that's
Have
another
you ever
SoCal
lived in
team.
Angels.
Spain?
That's our AL
Like,
team
it's
down
like,
here.
Los Angeles.
If you translate it to English, it's like the city of angels, Angels of Anaheim. Like-
The Angels of the City of Angels, but they're of Anaheim.
So I got a hip hop story. When I was living in Santa Cruz, my housemate at the time, he was like, "Hey, you want to go see Del the Funky Homo Sapien?" And
Dope.
I didn't know.
It's important to practice good hygiene.
So I
At least if
If you want to roll with my team,
So I didn't.
Hyro Day.
But yeah, so my
I
extent.
lived a block away from Hyro Day and I wasn't there.
So my extent of Del the Funky Homo Sapien at this point was literally like his gorilla feature.
hold on. He said he has one braid and fungus. Dude, Dell's a goat.
He's one of the dude. He would be on my top 5 too.
He's
You
dope.
better watch your ass if you must.
He put on a killer show.
Or else you'll be
Dude, he does.
funky. That shit is shit.
I'll tell a Dell story right after yours too.
So we're walking downtown, and we got a few drinks in us before we went to the show, and we're downtown, and I see these two dudes, and they have this sign, and the sign says "Smile if you jerk off," and it was just funny as fuck. And I laughed, and the dude was like, "Hey!" And I was like, I was like, because you know,
Laughs
like,
aren't free.
they're like, "Smile if you jerk off," and then it was like, "If you smile, you give us like $2 or something." I smiled, and that shit was just super funny to me. And I ended up giving him like $5-10 or something.
Hell yeah.
Go to the
overachiever.
I go to the Dell show. I go to the Dell show. Go to the Dell show. It's super tight. I'm just having a good time. Like, I broke up a fight, and some dude like gave me a hug. He was like, "Bro, thank you for that, man. Like, I was here to have a good time, and this dude was starting shit. Thank you for being there."
He was yak.
So we
Pretty good.
we sit through the Dell show. We get out of the show. Those same two dudes are there that I gave the $5 to, and they see me, and they're like, "Hey, bro, I just wanted to say thank you because you literally gave us the last bit of money we needed to buy tickets to the Dell show." So I was able to get them into the Dell show.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Support the cops.
My Dell story, there's no jacking off sign story, but it just shows how much I respect the guy's music and how much I really don't care for the other guy. Even though big name in hip hop, big time indie advocate, but I was at Paid Dues 2010 down at the Orange Show in San Bernardino. I had a choice going inside. It was starting to rain. Fucking beginning of April, of course, it's going to fucking rain on the day that there's a fucking 12-hour hip-hop festival. And inside who was playing was Tech 9. Me and my boy Arnie. Me and my boy Arneezy, whatever you want to call him. You know, we're like, man, we're not even really big on Tech 9. The fucked up thing that it was like after Tech was the headliner was Ice Cube, so we left our good ass like towards the front spot, bounced out to go to the outside stage where Dell was playing. It was like, all right, well, do we sit in the rain and watch Dell or do we go see Tech 9? Best decision.
Sit in the rain and watch Dell.
Best decision I ever made. Sat in the rain, watched Dell fucking kill it.
That probably would have been cool too, because it's like pretty warm out. Rain, that's like my favorite weather.
And he would have been tight because that's Bay Area weather.
Like. he just went up there and killed it. He had fuck, what is it, like DJ Koala, I think, or something like that with him. And just the guy he fucks with for all his Deltron stuff. And it was sick, dude. Like I couldn't have made a better decision in my life. Like when I look back at my life decisions,
what
it's like.
What songs was he playing? Was he doing the 30-30 or was
he did a lot of 30-30. He did of course he did his verses from the Clint Eastwood song with the Gorillas.
Oh yeah,
dude. And if you don't know that that's Dell, like think it back, like because I was young as hell when that album came out.
Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was a kid at the time when that song dropped, and all I knew was like the Gorillas were sick as fuck because of that song, and it was because of Dell. Yeah. And they don't even like the crazy thing about the Gorillas is like they don't even really give like the feature credit. It was like just the Gorillas because it never said Gorillas featuring Del the Funky Homo Sapien. You know, it was just it was just.
But if you know, you know.
Yeah,
that's how the Gorillas are, though. Because
that's literally what the Gorillas are.
You know.
Yeah.
Because
if you're featured, you were just a gorilla. Like.
Yeah,
right. But most people don't even understand that there's only two people in that actual band.
Yeah,
it's only Damon and the dude that does the art. There's nobody else in that band.
And like they actually do their shows with holograms and shit, you know, like
right.
Like people are paying to go watch some like holograms of some two dudes.
It's just
with
one
some dope
dude
ass
getting
features.
all your money, like all your money.
I can't get over the fact that he's the woohoo dude.
Yes.
Oh
shit.
That's Blur. Yes.
Know what I was tripping out about? I went to go see Offspring a while ago.
Oh shit! Did
and
you play white guy?
Yeah. But, of course. So, on the Conspiracy of One album, the I forgot what the song was called, but like Redman was on it or some shit, and I just came across that recently. Like I've been listening to that album since I was 11, 10 or something, and I just recently came across the fact that I think it was Redman. Yeah, Redman was a feature on like an Offspring song. It just like, whoa, what the fuck?
I know, right? But he did like Limp Bizkit and shit.
Well, that's like we were talking about last week. How I was talking about how Rakim did a feature for fucking Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Like this is late Rakim too. You think Rakim? You think like
still kills it. Eric B.
King of the '80s, original like.
Bring back the Lucas Brothers. They have an episode where they're making fun of nu metal. And it's called New Metal Island, and it's just like Fred Durst hosting this island that's just like a whole new metal. It's like Korn and like Limp Bizkit, and it's like all those like half rapper, half rock groups that were back in the 90s, like, early 2000s shit.
I came across this flyer online, and it was for Brochella. It was like a fake show, and the headliners were like Papa Roach and Limp Bizkit, like
my life.
It was like Crazy Town, and then the co-headliners were like Monster energy drinks.
What was the band that sang that song, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor?
Disturbed.
Drowning Pool.
Dude,
Yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Remember Saliva?
Oh, yes.
What song did Disturbed do then? They did down with the sickness. They did down with the sickness.
Dude, my dad
Come on,
likes
get
that
up and
song
down
every
with the
morning.
sickness.
Every morning at 4:30 in the morning, my dad works out to get down with the sickness.
Dude, well, I mean, does that song not want to have you push some fucking iron? Like, I'm down. I wish this was still a video, because people can see what's going on right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He had those two crazy he had those chin rings,
Dude,
like those
he had
crazy
a goatee
chin
that was
rings.
piercing.
He
literally had a
two
piercing
things going on.
goatee, dude. In that music video, he did. He had the piercing that dropped down like this to his chin.
Fucking white people.
They would dangle when he
White
was
people,
freaking
man.
screaming.
Like, what do?
They would swing when he would scream.
I saw him I saw Disturbed at Ozfest, and when they started their set, he got rolled out on stage on like a dolly, and he was in like a straight jacket.
Like Hannibal legs.
Oh,
Crazy.
fuck.
Did he have a mask?
I don't know.
Did he break?
might have,
But did he
honestly.
break out and go? Oh,
I can't remember. I feel like he might have.
Yes, I hope he did. That's the first thing he should
that's
ever
the
do.
old. That's the only. You
He
gotta
should
open.
walk into a room and that's just how he announces himself.
Oh, we know who's here.
Danny Boy's here.
He should just speak in
I
that.
don't know his real name, but I feel like he has a normal name, like Dan. And that whenever he walks into a room, he just goes, "Oh, Dan's here, guys."
Oh, Fred's
Dan
here.
Showed up.
Hey, Fred's here, guys.
Guys, Dan made it after all.
Put the iron away because people are gonna start pumping.
Damn, Limp Bizkit though too. Their album, Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavor
yeah.
water, like
Dude, as crazy
Isn't that
as
the gnarliest name of all time?
look,
this is the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
That's like,
So it came out.
I went to school for audio engineering, and one of the things we learned in one of my classes where we basically learned about the industry and how it works and stuff like that. I guess the industry manufactured Limp Bizkit to where like it was big in the Juggalo time where like ICP was hot and shit like that.
Juggalos.
So the industry of course
Black paint.
the industry of course is trying to ride that hype train. So of course I'm sure Limp Bizkit was a thing, but they made sure that it was pushed to the fullest, you know what I mean? Because I mean, of course, I'm sure all of us were into Limp Bizkit at the time. Cause I mean, Limp Bizkit was Limp Bizkit back then, you know what I mean?
You shut the fuck up. Come on, a little louder. Shut the fuck up.
It was all
I didn't say fuck.
Fuck
If I said fuck 2 more times, it's 36 fucks. It was fucked up, right? So shit like that.
Hey, shit.
Everybody knows this
Give
song.
it up for the nookie. Come on, the nookie.
We all did it for that.
I forgot what.
So you can take this cookie and stick it up
And
your
shove it
yeah.
I'm done with y'all.
But I mean, we watched this documentary where it's basically showing how Limp Bizkit was just basically force fed through the masses. You know what I mean? And like they were trying to ride that whole hype train.
Yeah, he was the hot dog flavored water coming out of your chocolate starfish.
That's gross. Cause I mean, you think back and you try to listen to some Limp Bizkit as a grown man. Of course, there's like kind of like a nostalgia feeling, like oh man, taking me back to my childhood.
No, yeah,
but then you listen to it and you're
because,
like, how the fuck
did I listen to?
How was this
was
even
so
the
bad.
thing? You know, it really was.
Yeah, why was it?
And he would just be in the Playboy hot tub with his hat backwards like every other fucking music video.
I'm
It's
Fred
like
Durst,
this. Like two girls with a red hat.
That's why
backwards,
like Eminem in his peak is talking about how like at the award show they're sitting him next to like Fred Durst and shit like it's a thing. He's like you sitting me next to these motherfuckers? Like seriously?
Fred Durst first.
Arguing over which one.
Yeah.
Gave head to first. Yeah, pure fuckery, man.
Pure fuckery.
Anyone got any more pure fuckery?
Shit, I always got pure fuckery.
Oh, just a real quick story. I remember you were talking about paid dues. This is just a funny story. Not like real pure fuckery or anything. But I went to Rock the Bells.
Ooh.
I got a chance. Yeah, like this was the year before the last year of Rock the Bells. And it was when the headliners were Lauryn Hill, Raekwon and Ghostface.
Fuck.
And I think it was Immortal Technique on a stage. They had 3 stages going on at one
Immortal
time.
Technique was there every fucking year, doing
So-
like a 3-hour set, yelling, talking most of the time.
So,
Like, nigga, shut up.
so Raekwon and Ghostface were on the paid dues stage. And it was like the middle of the day. We were getting ready to go see Blue in Exile. And
Okay.
we were walking around the paid dues stage, and there was this booth that they had. And this dude comes walking up to me. You've heard this story before. This dude comes walking up to me. I can't really recognize him. And he comes up and he's like, "Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Mers." And it was after he shaved his
Mers fucking walks up to you.
Yeah.
And you
Walks up to
were like,
you?
What? I'd have been like, what?
Because it's not a video, Will take his shirt off.
Girl, you
Hey, his sweater's coming on right now.
love and appreciate you, nigga.
Will's getting R. Kelly.
I was just
We got this man faded. Beers in the air. Beers in the air. Girl.
Look at my chest.
He's trying to glisten.
Glistening, baby, I'm glistening. And I'm listening.
This
I'm
motherfucker
glistening,
walks. All right, so this
and I'm
motherfucker
listening.
Mers walks up.
Mers walks up the alley.
I mean, Ziggy,
motherfucking
to
Mers
Ziggy
for
B.
president.
Ziggy B. We got 2 bleeps to block out right now.
My dude, bleep, bleep, bleep. Mers walked up to my homie, bleep, and said, "Hey, what up, y'all? My Mers.
All right, what?
My name is Mers." And my homie, bleep, said, "Oh shit, you're fucking Mers. Give me your autograph."
Shit. All right.
That's how it happened.
my jaw hurts so bad.
This shit happened.
Oh man.
Mers, I really
All
hope
right,
you hear this podcast.
Will literally just
My
finished
God.
the story for me. He foretold the rest of my story. That shit was.
Because you're an idiot if you did it. Like, get that man, John or what was it? Something. What was the other one?
Hancock.
Get that man's Herbie Hancock.
Somebody get this man a motherfucking Oscar
I
for
get your
directing
John
a
Hancock?
goddamn
You
play
mean
without
Herbie.
directing a play.
You mean Herbie Hancock?
Yeah, Herbie.
Herbie Hancock and Hancock these nuts.
So he comes up and you're marking out. Give me an autograph, pretty much.
Hey,
No, actually, I was just like so like shocked that he was there and just saying what's up to people.
you
that I
guys
was
have
just
like the same mustache.
I was just like,
For real.
and then I shook his hand and then just left.
Oh, you should
I
have
didn't
chilled
get-
with him.
Did you wash
And
that
you
hand?
should have said.
Autographs are kinda
You should have
lame,
said. No.
I feel the same
You
way.
shouldn't
I'd
have
rather
asked
get
him
a
for an
handshake.
autograph.
I know I didn't.
It's Merce.
Yeah.
You should have just
Yeah,
started
I'd
singing
rather hear
like
the
one of
story.
his
You
songs
know,
with him.
I'd rather hear the
Like
story
BTS.
behind it. You could just be like, "Oh, this is Merce's autograph." Well, like, what? Did you buy it on
should've
eBay or
started
something?
Singing
Like,
BTS with him.
So like rapping with him and
Yeah.
shit. Hell yeah.
I'm a big time spender. Let me buy that shit. Put it in the bag soon as I eye that shit. This is Merce.
oh,
Pocket so broke I'm about to cry and shit. You don't remember that song? It's Merce. It's on the beginning of the end.
Oh shit. Okay.
that was his first drop. What?
Yeah.
How do you
With
feel about
with
how do
like
you-
God's work on it, I
Yeah.
believe.
How do you feel about Merce signing to Strange Music?
You know, as long as Merce is like
Still
putting out
does
like
Merce
good
stuff.
music, as long as this motherfucker is working with
but hold-
Ninth Wonder, fuck
He
it. I don't give
he
a
ain't
fuck.
he ain't anymore though. That's the thing.
Nah, they still
Have-
putting out music because
have-
they did that one album that came out on the first, and then they came out with a whole nother album because they said that the fucking final album, the Final Adventure, was the last album, and they've done 2 since then.
But I think since Strange, have you heard his shit since he's been on Strange?
Yeah, but every time he does a project that's not with Ninth Wonder, it's good, but it's not the shit that he does with Ninth Wonder.
Kind of like Mercer President.
Right. Mercer President was dope, but it wasn't his shit that he does with Ninth Wonder.
He well,
I love it, but it's not. It's just not.
He's dropped two albums with Strange.
What you need is so
far, and
appreciation.
the thing about the two albums that he's dropped with Strange so far is it's really just been like Murs, like this ain't you, dog, kind of deal. Like,
it's good, but it's not. Thank you.
But have you heard of the producer Seven?
No.
I think it's Michael Seven Summers.
He needs to work with Curtis King. Him and Curtis King.
No, him and Curtis King just dropped a song on his newest album, Captain California. It's pretty dope.
Curtis King is tight.
Curtis King, I met that dude. He's so sick.
Didn't he live in Atlanta?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he like grew up here, didn't he?
Here's the thing:
he didn't grow up up here. He lived in L.A. Then he lived in San Bernardino. Then he lived up here with this girl that he was dating, and now he lives in Redlands with this girl that he's with, and they're about to have a baby.
Damn.
Curtis King.
Yeah,
and Curtis King just wrote a book. Go peep that shit.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
He did.
Yes, Curtis King.
Will, why was he not in your top 5?
My nigga, you can laugh, but the rats are still jocking. Bitch.
So if you like Curtis King, do you fuck with Noah James too?
Yes, nigga.
Noah James.
Young Orca.
He does.
Feel like watching Boo turn
my enemies into food.
Feel like watching Boo turn my enemies into food. I saw that nigga at the observatory. I went to high school with him, bro. He went to Victory when he lived up here for a little bit. I used to see him.
That was a party night anthem.
Like, feel like
Dude,
watching.
When I saw him,
it made me be proud to be a fat boy.
Yeah, like
that's a fat boy anthem.
It happened. It had Noah James. He's losing weight, but he's still a savage.
Hey, Noah's speaking of like people that went to Victor, fucking Keith Stanfield.
Yes,
that
my dude in Atlanta is killing it.
Dude, that Lakeith, famous.
Bro, you're a beast. You killed it in fucking Death Note. You killed it in fucking Get Out. Death Note was my shit. You played L, and they should have fucking ran that shit as a TV show. You should have been on there way longer. That shit would have been sick as fuck. They played you out early. But thank you, Lakeith Stanfield.
Keep doing your thing,
representing Victorville. I'm representing Victorville in the skateboarding and shit.
Ever, like,
we out here.
Yes,
no. Somebody tried to say he was from San Bernardino, and he corrected them in an interview.
Yes,
said,
was it on the Breakfast Club?
It was like on the red carpet or some shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he did that interview with the
Fuck those
Breakfast Club.
motherfuckers that get too big and like I think when
double V's from the dirt.
When New Boys blew up.
Hey, can we put some local shout outs real quick? Your boy KO. I'm from the dirt. It should be a desert anthem. Can we play this?
Wait, are you talking?
Bitch, I'm from the dirt where niggas get murdered.
Right? That sounds like crazy.
I'm from the 760, but you might see me about 76 ho.
Wait, is that? Are you talking about the song where he's like, "Get your whole head severed"?
Yeah. Like, that's the song.
Or they're over there off like D Street and shit.
Yes. They try to look up on a bus that's just driving by. Have you seen the music video?
Yes.
The bus is driving by and they're trying to fight the bus. Why are you trying to fight a bus?
Oh my god.
I love this song, but dude, why are you trying to fight a bus?
It happened. Victorville is a rowdy place.
Victorville's crazy.
Tight,
man.
I love how honest it was at the very end of that music video too, when it's like when the chubby undercover cop comes running down the alley.
Not even.
And there's only the one guy who's just standing there. It's the big old. It's like the chubby black dude, and he's just like chilling by himself. He's like, yeah, I can't run.
Like, I'll take the heat.
He's the only guy that gets arrested. He's like, yeah, I'm the big guy. I can't run.
Probably has the least credits. Who's gonna go do all the time, get the recognition and shit for it.
That poor guy. Yeah, I'm big. I'm here.
I'm here. You got me. Take me in.
He doesn't even move. move. He's just like, yeah, all right. You don't have to run that fast.
Bitch, I'm from the dirt. Well, motherfuckers get hurt or murked or some shit. Like, oh man,
Yes.
I don't even know who that guy
Hey,
is.
but the blunt's too dry. We don't even go there.
I think we have to play this after the podcast because I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, we'll show you what's up.
Should we just play it right now?
Nah.
All right, well, we've got some stuff to get into after this, so let's go ahead and get into our Ballast Point review, and then we'll just do everything else off the air.
We got to throw in
to know how this is spelled, though.
We got to throw in the Corona Familiar too because we busted it out. We needed some backup brews.
Guys, did you know that the word "from" was spelled the number 4 with an R and an M after?
Oh.
Some new knowledge if you're trying to look up your boy KO. I'm from the dirt.
fucking millennials.
Corona Familiar. Delicious beer.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. I just had to point that out that the desert does that to you.
Dude, the desert will own you if you let it. Like, it will. Yeah. It really will.
Corona Familiar.
Well, shit.
Yeah, so
Ballast Point, unfiltered Sculpin, extra hop, Indian Pale Ale.
You could tell it was unfiltered.
Yeah, you could tell a difference between this one and the regular Sculpin.
Yes.
And honestly, I'd probably kind of choose this one over the regular Sculpin. I'm not gonna lie. And the fact that it's a limited release, I want them to make this an unlimited release.
Dude, this shit got Beers in the Air lit as fuck.
It did.
we got my man's over here taking his sweater off, singing into the mic and shit, spilling his beers.
If you guys look at the table right now, it got good over here. It was good.
It's a Sunday, man. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Sunday fun day.
And then Corona Familiar too. I mean, we're gonna go back into Ballast Point, but Corona Familiar, my first experience with Corona Familiar. You guys being from up here, you probably know about El Torito right over there off Hesperia.
Yeah.
Of course.
There's an El Torito down in, I think.
No, not the chain. Not the chain.
No, not the chain?
Not the chain. So, El Torito is a little meat market over there at the corner of like Hesperia and Bear Valley Road.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. And
with the fucking dude,
there's
a tamale
spot. So they got
they're the Christmas tamale spot.
So they got the meat market right when you walk in, and they got like their house made salsa and guacamole and everything. That's included with the liquor store, basically. So you can go in and like check out the fridges and pull whatever you want off the fridge. Go up to the
whatever.
Yeah. My big thing was the 32-ounce Corona Familiar. I always went and got a 32 Corona Familiar, and I got a carne asada burrito from El Torito, and that was my first introduction to Corona Familiar. When they released it in a fucking 12-pack of 12 ounces of bottles, they have it in cans too. Get it, do it. I think it's better than just regular Corona, hands down.
That's how it's coming these days.
Smelling salts.
Little baggy.
Like that's how they sell it these days in big ass like jerky bags.
Nah, this higher expectations.
Should we give them a shout out?
Yeah, we're gonna have higher expectations. They got $100.
Sports 420 supports higher expectations.
They got $100 ounces, y'all.
Is higher expectations up here?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Is it
local,
a delivery? Right.
Local delivery service.
Why it said that though is this motherfucker's opening a baggie, sniffing it, and it looks like he's about to dip in there and grab some jerky real quick. But that's
that's some fire.
That's a top class bag.
That's a sick.
It's in a jerky bag. You get that $100 ounce Wednesdays.
It's jam packed.
Higher expectations. You hit those cats up. Get your fire buds there. They got fucking excellent service, excellent herbs.
You could watch them on a freaking Google map while they're coming to your house.
Oh,
yeah, make sure they're coming.
They got the.
It's
fucking,
like Domino's.
It's like Uber
for weed.
Yep, Domino's for weed. So. You want to order?
Like,
you want to order?
Does it have like the steps? Like
you hit up 760 weed and you get your weed. Okay, follow them on Instagram.
You should give me
760 weed. Hit them up. all day.
These motherfuckers enjoy being on a microphone way too much.
Get your weed, okay?
We've been waiting for this for so long to talk on a microphone.
I'm always on the mic every day. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all.
If you follow his Instagram, you'll know that he
IllWill88, ill_will88.
It's gonna be tagged.
We out here. Get your motherfucking weed. 760 weed.
He's also from the dirt.
I'm from the dirt where niggas get murked. 760, get you buried in dirt. Okay.
All right, let's finish up this Ballast Point because it's getting too crazy, man.
We out here. You know what I'm saying?
Corona Familiar, go get it. Ballast Point. Unfiltered Sculpin, extra hot India Pale Ale.
Unfiltered Sculpin. Get your
take his mic away.
At what point do we cut the man off?
Ballast Point, BALLASTPOINT. Check him out on anything on the interweb.
Unfiltered
It'll be
Sculpin.
tagged if you're watching this through the Instagram post.
San Diego, look, hey, hit me up on Instagram in the DM and we could go there. I'll go with you. I'll do a raffle and shit. We could do this shit. And hey, look, we'll do this shit. I'll go with you. Go with a pro skater for the day to the Ballast Point and we could drink beer in San Diego. Well, pussy.
What is it?
Will's vagina.
Shouts to Anchorman.
Shout out to Anchorman for holding down San Diego. San Diego.
Big dirty rum.
Big dirty rum.
Which I believe translates to a whale's vagina.
Right.
That must be what it is.
Right, y'all. Hey.
Isn't it Saint Diego? Oh, no. Nobody really knows. The translation was lost years ago.
It was lost so long ago.
Shout out to you boys for having me on the podcast tonight.
It's been amazing. This has been great.
Fuck with me. IllWill on Instagram, on Twitter. Will Gabourel.
You got MySpace too?
Kevin.
Fuck with your boy Bubba Kevin on Instagram. We out here. Sports 420 _. We out here. Okay?
Yeah, Sports
Fuck with me. You want to buy my boards? FSCskate.com, surplusskate.com, thieptrucks.com, Ghetto Child Will. Fuck with us. Come fuck with your boy.
Name dropping.
Look,
he's important, motherfuckers. He's important.
Look, ladies.
We do cool stuff.
Ladies, I'm out here.
Cool to do.
You know, I'll do a little demo for the kids and shit. Like, come fuck with me. Elementary schools, whatever. Like, I fuck with the families. I fuck with the fucking community. I fuck with y'all. I'm out here, nigga. We out here. Tell your grandma, tell your fucking sister, your auntie. Dude. Tell every fucking body.
Are you Larry Redmond?
I'm fucking Larry Man, nigga. We out here. We out here. Tell everybody, nigga. Will is out here.
All right.
The first person who told me that, Big Larry, we out here.
We out here. Tell him I'm out here, nigga. You can find me out here on these streets, nigga.
This has been episode 6 of Beers in the Air featuring Will Gabourel.
Beers in the Air, Will, boy.
And his boy.
Big Kev, Bubba Collins.
My name is Kevin.
His name is Kevin. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to episode 6 of Beers in the Air featuring professional skateboarder William Gabourel. Next week, we bring you the St. Patrick's Day special, where we review flogging mollies within a mile of home while drinking some good old Guinness beer. Don't want to miss that one next week. It should get a little crazy. By the way, remember, we bring you this podcast every single Monday. Every Monday we drop this on Instagram and YouTube. Follow us at Aesthetic Intellect Records.
We need the food. We need the food. We need the food. Boo's hungry. Hey. Boo's hungry. Hey. Boo's hungry. The fat man. Never been on some lazy shit. What you hear about me like I'm always on some crazy shit. I pow, bob a motherfucker through his fucking baby's crib. Then walk away rubbing on my hands on suburban baby shit. Niggas be acting hard off the liquor and the reefer. Then sacrifice themselves, then they die like Vegeta. Ha, ha, boo, laugh. You don't wanna make boo mad. Turn your bitch into my favorite food. That rack or rib, the whole slab and the eighth of shrooms. A few dabs. See, I'm out my mind, I'm passionate. And I take my time. See this rapping shit, ooh-wee, it ease my mind. Sometimes I wanna jump on a motherfucker's back and crack his spine. I feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Turn my enemies into food. Turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Turn my enemies into food. Turn my enemies into food. Since a young boo, I've been different. The dark side would talk to me and I would listen. He said, give me your soul, and I did it. Then I came to power to turn people into fried chicken, turning fuck boys into side bitches, for they side bitches. Fuck when you spittin', fuck what you saying. You know saying, no competition. You are krillin', you just playing. Power level of a raisin. Turn your mama into a Danish and it's medicated. Now I'm fly, I'm gonna eat that bitch and your mama gonna get me high. See this rapping shit, ooh-wee, it ease my mind. Sometimes I wanna jump on a motherfucker's back and crack his spine. Ha! Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Turn my enemies into food. Turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Feel like Majin Buu, turn my enemies into food. Turn my enemies into food. Turn my enemies into food.